Money on my mind, you ain't getting enough.
Listen up, fellas. Do you ever find yourself skipping meals or ordering takeout? Listen up, fellas. It's just hard to say if you want to just take for granted. Those guys are teammates. Very close friends, very close training partners. So, he had to put the belt, right? Mom's what I'm talking about. He had to put the belt on Gaethje. His very good friend is lying unconscious. Not a knockout like you're used to. Like, we throw that term out, knockout. I doubt, no matter how big of a fight fan you are, that you've seen 10 knockouts in your whole life. I doubt that. Probably saw 4 on Saturday. Called knockouts. Anytime where a guy is unconscious, knocked out, I put the belt on him, and he knows he lost $100 grand. And he didn't wrap the belt around Gaethje, he draped it. Now, I hope to hell that story's not true. I really do. Masvidal, man, he's a smart guy. That would surprise you. Masvidal's a very intelligent guy. He enjoys reading, he enjoys history, just by example. But I just don't think he would do that. And don't forget, there was no chalk on that fight. That was dead even. Dead even money. Now that changes, right? I get that dances around. The co-main event did too. Co-main event, the morning prior to the fight, so that would be Friday, after weigh-ins, but prior to the fight, they were both minus 110. That's rare. That's rare that you don't have chalk in one direction. So, I don't want it to be true. I don't want Masvidal to have bet that money, but when I saw the picture, and I saw the fact that he put it over his shoulder and got out of there, as opposed to putting it around his waist, I do believe he was bothered about something. And the BMF for me, tell you what happens sometimes, guys, is I know all the rules, right? Now, I don't know if I've ever seen anything where the pressure was higher on more guys. And I could start at the top of the bill. Dustin and Justin are interchangeable for #1 contender any way you want to do it. Any way, anytime, short notice, long notice, this guy's champ, this guy's the champ, this guy comes back. Any way you want to do it, you could put Dustin or Justin in. If Justin lost, he won't return to that conversation. Now, if Dustin loses, everything's fine. But these guys are 1-1. I mean, the one thing that's come out of this weekend that's weird, just historically speaking, is that nobody's talking about rubber match. And I don't know that they would go to a rubber match. I'm just telling you, historically speaking, it would be suggested. And there was so much respect given to those two fighters specifically that I think that's what precluded anybody from even bringing up the rubber match. Hey, no, onward with these guys. Something bigger. All right, come down off of that fight.
I was about to say, man.
Jan Blachowicz might be the best 205-pounder in the world. He might be. But he's also 41. If he doesn't win, he will never be discussed for a championship again. Oh, by the way, when his contract comes up, he's going to get released. If he doesn't win, well, that's just what happens when you're over 40. We understand these things. Tough stuff. Derek Lewis goes out there and fights and reveals to us it's his last fight. Now, what you guys misunderstood is thinking that Derek played hardball and bet on himself. He did not. He wasn't offered a contract extension. That's the real story there. So, big deal, right? Had he lost that fight, the extension that he already wasn't offered, I mean, you see, right? It's an interesting spot. getting a deal done with a guy that's done as much and is in his position and cost as much, right? It's a really hard thing to do. But when a rival organization just signed Francis Ngannou, who has no opponent, all of a sudden a guy like Derek Lewis value starts to go up just to keep him in a certain position. But that was still riding on it. Tony Ferguson. 6 in a row going into this. Didn't go his way, but those were the best 6 guys in the world. And it's just a high pressure situation. We understand that. And Kevin Holland and Chiesa. And that's the one that I just want to speak to you guys for. That could have gone either way. If you watch the fight, you could say, oh, come on, that's not a fair thing to say. That was pretty dominant. Well, yeah, Holland looked great. Holland has always had a problem being taken down. And this is a much deeper philosophy. And I didn't know if we were ever going to get him here. Okay? The great grapplers, and it can be any of them, the greats, go to the ground. That's true. But the misconception is that they go to guard. The greats do great work on top. Damian Maia to Jake Shields to George St. Pierre, the greats in MMA grapplers get on top. And Kevin Holland has respected that sport of jiu-jitsu, his coach, Travis Lutter, so much that he's wanted to do it in show guard, and he's conceded that position, and it has cost him time and time again. Not only did Kevin Holland defend the takedowns of an excellent wrestler, Kevin Holland got on top. It's a whole nother game. If you know submissions and you can get on top, you're a handful. Yes, there's had problems in the past, specifically with the Darce choke. And Kevin Holland's arms are so long that it's a big problem, right? There's certain moves. How do you stop that move? And the answer is stay out of it in the first place. And it's annoying to hear, and it's almost a joke, and you laugh. You laugh through your tears of frustration. It's still the truth. Like, there's some moves they don't have counters for. I can show you how to defend a Darce choke, but I can tell you before I even get to the defense that if it happens in the first round when you're dry and not sweaty, your likelihood of getting out are limited. So you have a guy like Kevin Holland that goes out there. He clearly studied Chiesa.
What a stud.
He has told us that he's going to work on his wrestling defense. I hate that. I hate it. I didn't want him to do it. Went out to the AKA to work with Daniel Cormier, but he only spent a week. Okay, I can live with it. I can live with it because nothing's going to happen in that week. You want him to get good at wrestling defense?
Let it go.
Purely work on wrestling offense.
Go.
Don't ever work on defense. Don't ever work on a sprawl. Don't ever work on a side whizzer and hand fighting. Where the head goes, pressure in the back, control with your hips. Guys, I'm not being literal, but I'm being pretty close. I'm being 90-10 literal. You want to get good at wrestling defense, work 90% wrestling offense. Don't take the other guy down. You won't ever have to worry about being taken down. It's what Kevin Holland did. It was a big surprise. So where do we go from here? What does it mean? Well, Kevin Holland grabs the microphone, burns the house down, tells everybody he's taking himself back up to 185. I was going to do it, guys. I was going to give you the quote. I chickened out. I chickened out. I don't think that I should give you the quote. I think you can only get it from him. He's going to take himself back up to 185. I'm sticking with it. I liked him at 185. He's too tall for 170, and he's hurting himself. There was a fight recently where Kevin Holland, like, fight week, said, hey, can we do it at 175? The guy said no. And Kevin's like, well, I don't care. I can make 170 anyway. Like, he just blew right past it. But I stored it away. And it will cut down on your years. You would be stunned how few people that you've seen fight retired because of the fighting. They retired because of the scale. And nobody has ever come out and told you that. I'm retiring because I don't want to do the work that it takes to get here. But that's the truth.
Rise up.
It is a fight. It is a battle. You think a guy fights 3 times a year? Competes 3 times a year. He is fighting non-stop. He's hungry. He's cannibalizing his own body. He's burning so many calories and he can't take them in. I mean, I'm just sharing with you. Good for Kevin Holland for acknowledging it and doing it now. I'm proud of him. And within that fight, Chiesa was returning after a 2-year layoff. That was a comeback fight. I did not expect the best Michael Chiesa. I did pick Michael Chiesa. But I was well aware, having done comebacks myself, it's not the best of you. Chiesa took his gloves off after the fight, which signifies retirement. Now, Henry Cejudo took his gloves after his last fight. There ended up being a back and forth over a quote, and he changed his mind before they got the microphone to him. So, Chiesa took his gloves off, and there ended up not being a microphone for him, and he took the gloves and walked out of the back. So I had to go to Danny Rubenstein. I had to go right to Chiesa's manager. I said, Rube, what's going on here? Saw those gloves come off. He said, no. He said, Chael, pure coincidence. He said he was just something to do, get those back to the commission so he could move on. Said it wasn't considered retirement. And I think that's right. I don't think when you come back after 2 years that you should hold yourself to a very specific standard, particularly when you're caught in one position that nobody else could have gotten out of either. So I just kind of wanted to bring that full circle. Kevin Holland made very much the right decision. Kevin Holland also didn't get taken down for the first time. Kevin Holland didn't concede that position. As a matter of fact, he went and got on top himself. It was amongst Kevin's great performances.
How is this guy?
It was the right decision to go 185 pounds. It was the right decision by Michael to Chiesa to chalk that up to first time back. Keep those gloves, because you're going to need them next time. My new kick is Ketone IQ from health via modern nutrition. And .com/Chael and subscribe. Managers. I didn't hear Megan Olivia. I didn't hear Michael Ease. I didn't hear anybody. John Morgan, Ariel Hawani, Mark Raimondi, Brett Okamoto. I mean, I keep playing this game. Nobody is nobody. Suggested that they do a trilogy. Those words had just not come up. As a matter of fact, Justin Gaethje, quick as Joe Rogan could get in there, cut a promo like only he can cut. God, that guy is so fascinating to me for many different reasons. But he cuts a promo that only he can cut. He left a man unconscious. He took his belt. He called for the fight because he wanted to do that to him. And then he tells the world, by the way, he happens to be my favorite fighter. Nobody's more surprised that head kick worked than me. That's a good shtick, you know, if you're sitting down with Chael and Brendan and we're like writing things out for you and tell you what to go out there and deliver. That was real. That's really what he thought. That was his favorite fighter. He wanted to beat him. Did beat him. But hold that thought, because he quickly moved on and transitioned that opportunity into a #1 contendership. That's a problem. Now, there's good problems to have, right, guys? Oh, I just got too much time on my hands. Oh, too much money this week. I mean, there's good problems to have. If you're the promotion, if you're us and your fans, and you got a log jam in a division, you're in a really great spot. I mean, let me just juxtapose it. Our biggest stars on 185 pounds, we have no opponent for him. Not only do we have no opponent, the one opponent that was supposed to do it doesn't want to do it. The other opponent that agreed to do it, the promotion threw their hands up saying we don't want to do it. I mean, right, I'm just sharing for you. When I say we've got no opponent, there's not a reasonable argument out there. There's one coming, but it's not coming until October. Former Chimaev and Paulo winner. I'm just bringing for you, like, there's a massive difference. And when I tell you that Justin Gaethje wants this opportunity, okay, this was Volkanovski's the end. But nothing. It was Volkanovski's the end. 155 pounders were not calling Islam out. And it's not because they're scared of him. Yes, they are scared of him. But that's not why they weren't calling him out. They weren't calling him out because there was no opportunity. It was going to go to Charles. Charles says no. Okay, it's going to go to Charles. Okay, Charles says no again in case you didn't hear him. Okay, great. It's going to go to Charles. Right, Charles says no a third time. Okay, great. It's going to go to Charles. It was weird. That was a weird thing. But I'm sharing for you, if you're within that division, you're hearing it. You're realizing I can't do it. I mean, Conor McGregor himself, possibly the only guy that could come in and say, whatever this, I got to have Charles. Whatever that is, even Conor said, hey, I'm out. It's his fight. So you then have Volkanovski, which you don't have to put a Colombo rain jacket on. You just have to have a decent memory and a pretty good ear for the dirt sheets. This was stated
Damn,
1
got
week
that multiplier, my
after
boy.
Perth. Volkanovski, Islam, part 1. 1 week later. I think it was 4 days. I'm giving myself a week to make sure that I'm accurate. Within the week, Dana White came out and said, Volk, I want you to fight Rodriguez. We have an interim champion. I want you to go back to 145. Islam, gonna give a good look at Benny and Charles. We're gonna find you a different opponent. It's gonna be later in the year.
Got that gold.
If you guys truly want a rematch, if you both win those matches, I'll give you the rematch. So, okay, it's gonna be Charles. Even though Charles says it's not gonna be Charles, it's gonna be Charles. Okay, we got it. But this isn't all that bad. We're going to Fight Island. It's Charles and Islam. Is a 3-1 spread the first time. There's nothing competitive about it. It's now a 4-1 spread favoring Islam. But Volk went and was a backup fighter. That's what he did the first time. So we know that he's willing to do that.
Confirmed changes and exit.
And that's really good news. But guys, I'm bringing to you, if everything goes along swimmingly, which nothing in the sport does, but let's say that it does. Right? We're only as good as the information we've been given. If Charles goes through with the fight in October, and DraftKings has it right, Islam remains champion, okay? You then bring in Volkanovski. But how long do we have to wait? This was in February, guys. I don't remember dates. I don't know when guys fought. You remember this one? It was in February. It was prior to Leon versus Kamara, which was in March. So they fought in February, and the winner, who was not injured or hurt, doesn't get a return until the end of October, basically November. I'm just sharing with guys, what is that off the top of our heads? Is that about 10 months? Wait, 9 months? I mean, do you understand where this is relevant? So if Charles goes out there and fights with Islam, and then we're going to do Islam versus Volk, do we wait another 9 months? Should we figure that we do? That history's going to repeat itself? Should we just split the difference and call it 4.5 months? Okay, great. We're now into May. If we go and do that fight, but we keep Gaethje, one of the biggest draws, biggest sport, reigning BMF champion, true #1 contender, if we keep him on ice, does anybody even remember those things by the time May comes around? And it really doesn't matter if your answer is yes, because then you're going to wait another 4.5 months, which takes you to about August. That's to get Gaethje in there. I mean, if we just do things the way that they are right now, everything goes smooth, everything goes right. Hey, there's no problem, there's no hang-ups. Everybody stays healthy, everybody beats USADA. I mean, the whole bit of this happens.
Everyone beats USADA. You beat USADA.
In your 55-pounder with a dream that has sacrificed your life, that has found a way through the regional circuit into the show that you dreamed about. You can stop dreaming about being world champion unless you want to go to 70 or drop to 45 or wait a year in a best case scenario. Ask Michael Chandler how waiting for somebody else works out, though.
Wait a year, buddy.
I give you that whole rigmarole, guys, to try to suggest for you. If we're the decision makers, we're in a tough spot. Whatever is going on where this has to be Charles, whatever. Okay. But we already said that it would be Volk as long as Volk beat Rodriguez. A fight that he wasn't terribly interested in doing. At a weight class he wasn't terribly interested in cutting down to, but it was International Fight Week. He was the main event. It was asking him, and he did it. So we're going to go with Volk. It's just the right thing to do. We're going to go with Volk. Then you have Justin Gaethje, who get brought in against Fedzayev in England, right? They take Fedzayev and they take the Colorado kid, Arizona, and by way of Colorado, they stick him in England. This is the night that Gaethje is to pass the torch. It might have been the best he's looked.
Yo, where is everybody?
which parlays him into a rematch of the bludgeoning of his career against Dustin Poirier, of which he wins, and now he's called for a title fight. Right? I mean, can we all agree that we got to give Gaethje what he wants? We have to. He's got a belt. We have to give him what he wants. Can we all agree to that? Okay, great. Well, what does he really want? He never once said, "I want to fight Islam." So what is it that he really wants?
Dog, what just happened? We all got eliminated. Really? Broski. Yo, how good is he? Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a little newbie. Yeah.
One of the things that McCarthy made clear to point out is that the statute, which is actually written here, section 200 or section 241.
We're out there shooting the scene, and all of a sudden there's this guy with dreadlocks. I've done it.
Hồi nãy chúng tôi nói tất cả người Mỹ gốc Á rồi đúng không? Chỉ có 20% là thích Trung Quốc thôi, đúng chưa? Nhưng mà bây giờ chúng ta đi tới từng cái cụ thể này. Mỹ là coi như được ưa chuộng nhiều nhất, đúng không? Ví dụ như Nhật là họ 79% là thích người Mỹ, nhưng mà đương nhiên nước Nhật là họ cũng yêu nước của họ hơn, anh thấy không? Tới 92% người Nhật họ tự hào đất nước của họ. Rồi đến Mỹ là thứ nhì. Đối với Nam Hàn là 53%, đối với Đài Loan 64% khá cao. Philippines, Việt Nam 38, 37 thì không nói, Ấn Độ 24. Nhưng mà chỉ có 14% người Nhật là thích Trung Quốc thôi. Vậy là cũng khá cao rồi đó. Thấy không? Rồi đối với người Nam Hàn thì 78% thích Mỹ, 36% thích Nhật. Tức là họ từng có chiến tranh với nhau hồi đệ nhị thế chiến. Anh nhớ là cái vụ mà Nhật đô hộ Nam Hàn bắt đảo Triều Tiên, rồi bắt làm cái gì gọi là gì đó, làm nô lệ tình dục đó. Thì họ không ưa người Nhật, ta hiểu ngay. Đối với đất nước của họ là 86% họ thích, rồi vẫn cao hơn là thích Mỹ, đúng không? Đó là mình thấy ngay. Đài Loan 52%, Philippines, Việt Nam họ không có liên hệ nhiều. Và đối với Trung Quốc họ chỉ có 8% thích thôi. Nó cũng có những cái lịch sử trong đó. Qua tại Đài Loan thì lộ rõ là Đài Loan thấy này, 76% thích Mỹ, 87% thích Nhật. Rồi Đài Loan với Nhật nó có liên hệ mật thiết, anh có biết chuyện đó không? Đó, Nhật cũng bảo là Đài Loan thì thích Nam Hàn 66%, Đài Loan thích Đài Loan 95%, mà cái này hơn cả Nhật luôn. Dân Đài Loan họ tự hào với họ. Rồi tới Philippines, Việt Nam thì không đáng kể, Ấn Độ không đáng kể. Chỉ có 2% là thích Trung Quốc thôi. Thấy không? Thấy rõ thấy không? 2% mà. Ban kỹ thuật cho coi cái laptop của tôi không? Đó, để cho cái con mouse chỉ cho vị. Chúng ta hiểu ngay là không ưa Trung Quốc, là anh này là không ưa nhiều nhất, có 2% thích thôi. kiểu qua Philippines thì cũng không có đáng kể bao nhiêu. Philippines lạ cái chỗ này nè, 76% thích Mỹ, chỉ có 72% thích Philippines. Tôi thích Mỹ hơn Philippines.
Yes.
Nó khác với lại Nhật với Nam Hàn với Đài Loan, thấy chưa? 19% thích Trung Quốc là gần với Trung Quốc. Trung Quốc là 20%. Không Trung Quốc
19,
không gần với lại gốc châu Á. 19% là gần với gốc châu Á. Gốc châu Á là 20% thích Trung Quốc, thì Philippines 19%. Việt Nam này, Việt Nam này 84%.
Việt nhân.
84% thích Mỹ. Nhưng chỉ có 69% thích Việt Nam thôi. 59.
Yes.
Trời ơi, cái này một trời một vực. Một trời một vực luôn. Tôi thấy ủa sao Việt Nam trừ Mỹ dữ lắm mà đánh Mỹ thắng đế quốc Mỹ mà sao thích Việt Nam Mỹ dữ vậy?
Việt Nam này ở Mỹ
Tôi nói ngay cả Việt Nam ở Mỹ chăng nữa, cái chuyện rất lạ.
Đấy, quý vị xem chúng ta thấy nè, những người Mỹ gốc Việt thì họ thích Mỹ nhất là 84%,
vâng.
Trong khi họ chỉ thích Việt Nam chỉ có 59%.
Tức là
nhưng mà họ thích Nhật và Đại Hàn và Đài Loan nhiều hơn họ thích cả Việt Nam.
Không, cái đó thì mình hiểu, tại vì cái vấn đề chính trị như nãy tôi nói, tại vì đa số những người này là họ bỏ đi, vì họ không thích chính quyền đó.
Chúng ta chưa phân tích tới cái chuyện
không
đó.
hồi nãy tôi nói cái chuyện
đưa ra cái hiện tượng là như vậy.
Hồi nãy tôi nói nhưng mà chúng ta nhìn nè, chỉ có 11% là thích Mỹ, thích Trung Quốc thôi. 11% thích Trung Quốc, cũng không có thấp lắm, anh thấy không? Anh thấy không? Còn cao hơn cả Nam Hàn với Đài Loan đó. Như vậy là có thể có những người gốc Hoa trong đây, người Việt gốc Hoa, anh hiểu không?
Tôi thì nghĩ rằng là
tại sao 11% thôi?
Anh nên nhớ người Việt Nam chúng ta đó là mê phim bộ Hàn Quốc lắm.
Không, đây là Trung Quốc.
Họ có anh nói cái nào?
Việt Nam 11% thích Trung Quốc.
Chỉ có 11% thôi. Yes.
Không, nhưng mà vậy là cao hơn là Nam Hàn với lại Đài Loan. Đài Loan thì mình hiểu, nhưng mà cao hơn cả Nam Hàn, tức là Nam Hàn ghét Trung Quốc hơn là Việt Nam ghét, đúng không? Mà thua Nhật. Còn nước nào nữa tôi sẽ trình bày tiếp cho quý vị sau phần quảng cáo. Xin quý vị đừng rời màn hình SPTN.
Listen to hours upon hours.
Xin cảm ơn quý khán giả vẫn tiếp tục giữ băng thần SPTN. Từ nãy giờ chúng tôi đưa cho quý vị những cái con số của cuộc khảo sát của Pew Center, là một cái cơ quan chuyên môn nghiên cứu những các ý kiến của người dân ở tại Hoa Kỳ. Và trong cái phần vừa rồi chúng tôi trình bày là suy nghĩ của những người Mỹ gốc Á khi họ có một cái sự thiện cảm với quốc gia gốc và các quốc gia khác trong cái khối người châu Á, thì có nhiều điều rất là thú vị. Trong trường hợp Việt Nam chúng tôi vừa mới trình bày, thì những người Mỹ gốc Việt ở tại nước Mỹ này, họ lại nhìn thiện cảm với các quốc gia khác hơn là những người về Việt Nam. Người Mỹ gốc Việt, họ đương nhiên họ đi nghiêng về phía nước Mỹ là 84% thích, và dành cho Nhật Bản 77%, South Korea, Nam Hàn 64%, Đài Loan 62%, nhưng họ chỉ có thiện cảm chỉ có 59% dành cho Việt Nam. Nhưng mà cái con số này nếu mà quý vị chuyển qua dân Trung Quốc thì cái chuyện này phải nói rằng là nó vô cùng lý thú. Thí dụ bây giờ trên cái cột
khoan anh quên nói Ấn Độ. Việt Nam phải đi từ từ.
Rồi mời anh đi Ấn Độ.
Đây bạn thật cho coi lại cái laptop của tôi thì nó phải anh lịch kỳ thị Ấn Độ. Đây chúng ta thấy nha. Như vậy là Việt Nam là thích Mỹ tới 84%. Chỉ có thích Việt Nam có 59% mà thôi. Thích Trung Quốc là 11%. Chỉ sau có Nhật tới 14% thích Trung Quốc. Chúng ta thấy không? Nhưng mà cái con số này nó cao hơn là cái số mà của Nam Hàn với lại Đài Loan. Đúng chưa? Philippines họ thích Trung Quốc nhiều hơn, mình hiểu rồi. Bây giờ qua tới Ấn Độ này. Ấn Độ thích Mỹ là 86%, cao hơn Việt Nam luôn. Nhưng mà Ấn Độ thích Ấn Độ đó 76%. Thấy chưa? 76% này thì nó thua Nam Hàn. Nam Hàn tới 86% thích đất nước của họ, thua Nhật luôn. Nhật tới 92% thích đất nước của họ, thua cả Đài Loan, hơn Philippines, hơn Việt Nam.
Man, it's fuck, bro. Man, it's fuck, bro. Bro, some of these teams hard as fuck, bro. Bro, watch us lose this game somehow.
I think most. So General McChrystal, 4-star general. This is not a regular general. This is a guy that was under Obama. I had him on the podcast, I think, 7 years ago. So very good conversation. He wrote a book on leadership, phenomenal book that he wrote on leadership. One of our sources, she sent us this, and you know, this is a conversation that's being had. It's a follow-up from the other conversation. The other one was more about military-industrial complex. This is about what's most likely going to be happening with Putin. I want to get your reaction on this. Go ahead, Rob.
It's time to talk about, but I am worried about the nuclear aspect of this war. If a tactical nuke is used or whatever in Ukraine, you know,
I think
is that a real risk?
But the answer is you never know with Russia. You never know with Putin. So the answer is I could never say no. There's no obvious better solution in Russia. I think Putin ought to go. There's nobody that I'm aware of standing on the wings.
It seems like there's a lot more radical people standing on the wings too, which is concerning.
I just think that where we are now, to sort of take it back, we are saying that Russia must fail. That to me means regime change in Russia. So our policy is unofficially regime change in Russia.
And that's scary when you think of how Putin views it, because that's existential to him.
Exactly. I mean, if he views it that way, and that's how I connect the dots, I'm not sure we got there intentionally or unintentionally, but if we are angling for replacement of his regime, what will he do to survive in power?
Yeah, it's a scary thought.
So what's your reaction to that?
First, one of our contributors got him fired originally. Michael Hastings was a contributor for Young Turks. Then he wrote the piece at Rolling Stone about McChrystal, and that's what got him fired. In terms of his actual commentary, I think he's just speculating. So I'm worried about a couple of things. I think he's right that Russia might use tactical nukes if they're put in a corner. I think he's right that if your policy was regime change, that would be a disastrous policy. But I think he's speculating that we're going for regime change. I hope not. I haven't seen any indication of that, and I think that would be a terrible policy, and I think that's why they haven't said anything along the lines of regime change.
Do you think, for example, you're a paranoid guy. You're from Turkey, right? I'm from Iran, okay? And I'm Armenian.
Yep.
So we're not supposed to get along. We have civil conversations, no problem. We're good to go, right? But you know, they say the top 5 most angriest people in the world. You know who are in the top 5? Have you seen this list or no? Statista?
I haven't, but if you ask Twitter, if you'd ask Twitter, they say me. But
pull up, pull up the
Types
list.
of people, countries.
Check this out. Look at this
Okay.
here. The top 5 angriest. This is going to be classic if you actually pull up the right list. Check this out. Right there. Look at this. Zoom in. Number 1 is Lebanon. Number 2 is Turkey. Look who's number 3. So we got a Turk and an Armenian sitting right next to each other right now, right?
Totally.
Okay.
Well, if you didn't ask that, a Turk and an Armenian sit next to each other every day on the Young Turks because my co-host is Armenian.
And she,
So this is kind of,
Anna.
yeah. So
she's
so
Armenian.
so this is
Gotcha.
great. So but the point being, like, we're naturally paranoid. You're paranoid. I think you come across as a paranoid guy. I'm a very paranoid guy. Living the life I've lived, I don't trust everything easily. So I'm kind of like, that kind of was a scary comment they made. For example, when they say things like the following, when Klaus Schwab says, or Bill Gates in 2015, or Jeb Bush said in the 2015 campaign or whatever, 2015 or was it 2020? I think it was 2015, 2016, when he says, we have to be ready. We need a leader that knows how to handle a national crisis that could happen, such as a pandemic. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, it's a pandemic, and well, yeah, not a pandemic for many, many years. And Bill Gates told me, no, but pandemic, we have to be ready for a pandemic. Okay. So when they say stuff like that, to me, sometimes I go like, got it. I kind of know what you're saying. Like when a person comes and tries to sell you something, and I'm an insurance person. I've been in insurance for my entire life. So if they come and say, hey, Cenk, what are you going to do if you die? How's your family going to be taken care of? There's a part of me that's like, are you and my wife talking? Is there something that's going on while you want to sell me a $5 million policy? But the natural instinct is a little bit paranoia. So when I hear him say, if they're saying this, you best believe they're saying it because they're creating the boogeyman, the Hegelian dialectic, whatever you want to call it, to put the fear in before we say, no, we told you, this is a very problematic man. We have to get him to be replaced. Do you think there's any indication of a future truth telling us that, in their own political way, because they're more pros at propaganda than you and I are, we got to get rid of this guy. The world's a safer place if we get rid of Putin. And then all of a sudden they get rid of him. So one, you're saying no because you already addressed that. No, I don't think that's really what's going on. But two, let's say they do. Let's say they succeed. Let's say in the next 6, 12 months, 18 months, they get what they want. Assuming that's what they want. What happens next if Putin gets replaced?
Look, I despise Putin, and I've made no, bones about that. I've been very clear. I've been so clear. Russia Today asked me for interviews right after I criticized Putin, and they're like, "Oh, well, we'd just like to interview." I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting. Why today? Well, what would you like to talk about?" They're like, "The Armenian genocide." I was like, interesting, interesting. So Putin is apparently perfectly aware of how much I despise him, but I think the idea of getting rid of him is absolutely disastrous. So if I was advising the president, I would say, how in the world do you know who would replace him, right? So maybe it's a much better guy, maybe it's a much worse guy.
Yeah, the guy from the Wagner Group.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
warlord, right?
That's a huge possibility, and that guy is much more of a warlord, and he's a private mercenary and very dangerous, etc. So as much as
Pergosian, this guy.
Yeah, that's right. And as much as I think Putin has done great damage to the world, I don't think it's our business to go interfere with how they're selecting their leaders. Look, I think a lot of our homelands have terrible leaders. I don't like Erdogan in Turkey. I think Netanyahu in Israel is a disaster. I can go on and on, right? But that doesn't mean we've got to go meddle in their business and tell them what to do, right? And so, hey, get out of Ukraine, perfectly legitimate. But the minute you step an inch into Russia or Russian politics, it is a disaster. Do not do that. Get the hell out of there as soon as you can.
So what success have we had, the United States, in any sort of regime change in the last 50 years?
Never. Never.
Name one that regime change has worked out well. Gaddafi in Libya, all right? Iraq, Saddam Hussein, the list goes on. I mean, can you think of one?
Yeah. Well, look, so, Saddam was a terrible guy. Gaddafi was a terrible guy. But did we replace them with folks who are better? I mean, how many people did we kill to get there? Near, hundreds of thousands of innocent Iraqi civilians killed, let alone 50,000 Americans maimed over there and killed, and we go on and on. Our treasure, our blood. So and the whole country is sick of these wars. The only people who want the wars are the establishment. And why does the establishment want it? Because lobbyists win everything. Yeah. And so, and we have several different lobbyists that are pushed for these kind of wars. So you've got the obvious, you've got the oil guys that are constantly pushing for war in the Middle East, right? And in the case of Russia, you've got not only those guys, but you've got the guys who say, hey, I'd rather sell natural gas to Europe than Russia. And if you think that's not a consideration, you're incredibly naive. Money makes the world go around. So if you want to know what people are going to do, look at where the money is, and you'll know exactly where they're going.
Arms dealers, military-industrial complex.
And by the way, bankers who speculate on it. There's a ton of people who make
traders.
Profit. Yeah.
And Jen, what you were saying, like, so you're more fearful if Trump comes in about nuclear war and stuff. Obviously, I think we're closer to it now with what's happening in Russia and Ukraine. And I worked at a nuclear missile base in Montana. When people are like, I don't trust this guy because he has his finger on the button, it's a complete fallacy. To launch a nuke, the process of what it takes to actually launch something is absurd. Like, it's insane. People think that somebody's sitting there like this. That's all BS. Do you think we would be where we are with Ukraine and Russia and the whole situation right now if Trump was still in? Or do you think regardless it was going to happen no matter what?
I think that Trump would have let Putin take as much of Ukraine as he wanted, to be honest. And so you can make two arguments about that. You can say, hey, you know what? If you just let Russia take Ukraine, there's less war, boom, they took it, it's over, right?
Yeah.
And what do we care if they take Ukraine?
Yeah.
So I think that's a callous argument, but that's an argument you could make. That's not an argument I agree with. But in terms of the whole idea that I'm going to settle Russia and Ukraine in a day, come on, stop being a jackass. And even MAGA doesn't believe that. I mean, it's absurd, right?
Did you see what Zelensky had to say about that?
Yeah,
What-
and so,
Did you
but
see
I
his
want to say one
response?
more thing
Yeah,
about your question.
Yeah.
Look, North Korea developed 8 nukes while Trump was president.
Yep.
He's all bluster. He's all talk. He has no action. All Kim Jong Un
Big
had
boy
to do
basketball,
was send him
bro.
one letter saying that, hey man, hey bro, I really like you, right?
And he crossed the DMZ and he actually stepped into
Yeah,
North Korea.
and then he came out and said that they're sending love letters to one another and that they're in love. What kind of loser says that about, by the way, a communist dictator? If Obama or Biden had said he was in love with a communist dictator, MAGA would have ripped their heads off. Trump says that they excuse everything he does. So I don't think he's tough. I don't, and I'm not sure that he's going to award war. I mean, did the 8 nukes North Korea develop make us closer or further away from war? I don't know. If you had attacked them earlier, they would have obliterated Seoul, South Korea, let alone Japan. So these are difficult questions, and people keep saying they're easy when they're not easy.
Let's stay there. This is good. So let's stay on this topic. In regards to Trump love, sometimes, I've been in sales for a long time, and I see how some people sell. Some people sell through flattery. Some people get their ways through making you, there's different ways of selling. Some people sell through consultative closing. If I were you, I would do this. Some sell through, hey, you're so beautiful. You're so this. You're so that. You're so smart. Like,
that instantly worked.
but yeah, well, yeah.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy.
What do you need?
$100 billion, Shank. We got to get to war.
So, but the point is, like, I watch
good.
how different presidents said, like, when Obama went to Cuba at the baseball game and they're sitting there like, oh my God, I can't believe something. All right, so Obama also has his stuff with who he sat down, but we can go with everybody that's done this, okay? Trump has his own way of selling that he's been selling in New York. Whether he sells or not, we were at peace for 4 years. We haven't talked ISIS since 2014, 2015. So that is the part with him. How he's going to fix Ukraine, Russia in 24 hours, everybody wants to know how he's going to do it. He's presented it, whether it's going to work out or not. Most people don't believe it's going to take 24 hours. So I'm going to be there with you on that. But this is the one part when you think about this whole situation with, what they're doing. Okay, so Putin says Russia put nuclear bombs in Belarus as warning to the West. So it's a couple of weeks. This was a month when he said that. Even recently, he's like, hey, you're playing with fire. Now, at this point, Putin's given a nuclear threat how many times? I don't know how many times. I'm going to say more than 5 times.
Probably.
So if you're going to do it, either do it or you don't do it, right? So it's either you're over bluffing your hand now and no one knows you got pocket aces, you're full of it, you don't have ace king, and you're just kind of like acting like you got a card, you got a 2-10. Or you have a decent hand, but you don't want to go all in because you want me to think you have aces, but you got pocket tens, let's just say, right?
Why is
Okay.
he backing
Fair,
on,
cool.
bro? They go retard on me, bro.
But should we sit there and not take the threat of the possibility that it could happen and us keep feeding Ukraine and giving them more and more and more ammunition, playing more and more and more proxy war? And if you brought up, I think you brought up Cuban Missile Crisis earlier, and by the way, there was a part of it that Turkey and Italy were involved.
Yeah, that's right.
Where
Turkey saved America.
Yeah, essentially, where he said, hey, you guys got to, like, your missiles, you got to give them up, or you guys can't use them, and then boom, it kind of came back around. What if JFK didn't do that? What if that wasn't the strategy? Came out years later. We didn't find out about it at the beginning because it was kind of low key. Yeah, can you pull that up? Turkey, Italy, is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Sealing the deal with Italy and Turkey 60 years ago during April 1963. The U.S. Air Force took steps to implement the final stage of the secret U.S.-Soviet deal that helped resolve the Cuban Missile Crisis with the dismantling of the Jupiter missiles deployed in Italy and Turkey. So, that some people can say this is going to save the world, this is going to save the World War III. This was like a big deal that happened. Okay.
Yep.
So good for JFK for kind of taking that route. Flip that on Biden. I don't know, man. I mean, you're feeding the machine non-stop to get Putin where you're cornering the guy. Either do something about it and get the guy to fall, or you're publicly saying, here's who we're going to keep empowering. And then the argument then comes back. Remember John Bolton? Is that his name? John Bolton? John Bolton, the war guy, right? That hates Trump. And,
Yeah.
he's like all about war. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay. So what happened? What happened? with Republicans being the party,
Bro,
that was the
what?
party of military-industrial
Oh my
complex.
God,
And, hey, you know, the
bro,
movie
I'm
Vice,
getting
and look at the
set
Rumsfeld,
up.
and look at the chain, look at these guys, look how much money is being made behind clubs. All they want to do is war, 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 war. Republicans want a war every day. Dude, it's like right now, the Democrats are the ones that want war, and Trump, the one that everybody hates from the left, that's the guy that didn't want war. He says, all I want people to stop dying.
Yeah.
I want people to stop dying, right? So how did the Democrats all of a sudden become the military-industrial complex party?
Yeah, I can tell you exactly how. Follow the money. Everything is in the money. So Trump is not actually anti-war. He just makes money in a different way than the Democrats make it. Okay, so for example, Trump has made money from the Russians, the Saudis, etc., in his private life, right? So when they asked him about the Saudis, he said, look, they buy my apartments for $40 million. What do you want me to do? Not like them? Right?
But no one died.
Okay, no, I know. I'm just telling people's motivation.
There's
right?
ways to make money without killing people.
Yeah, and so in that case, that's actually to Trump's benefit, because he's saying, look, I make money from the Russians. His sons say all the time, we got all our money from the Russians. So in that case, yeah, I mean, if you're Ukrainian, you're not happy if Trump wins. Yeah, okay.
God.
But if you're an American who doesn't want any piece of that war, then I get where you're coming from. Why did the Democrats switch and become military industrial?
Oh my God!
Because
My highest
everyone
scoring
takes
game
donor money. And the Democrats now take more donor, not more money than the Republicans do. The Republicans are even more corrupt. But they do take more money than Trump, because Trump is having trouble getting money from donors. It's not that he wouldn't, it's just that he can't, right? So he doesn't feel as indebted to them. Whereas Biden feels indebted, and Hillary Clinton and all of them do, to every company you can imagine, including defense contractors. So when defense contractors say jump, he says how high. So I'll give you an example from the Ukraine war. So they did that accounting trick. I don't know if you guys caught it about a month ago or so. They said, oh, it turns out we can spend twice as much money in Ukraine and give them twice as many weapons. And the accounting trick was, oh, we're going to pretend that these things that we're selling them are new, but they're not selling them new weapons. They're selling them old weapons, right? So it's an accounting gimmick. Why did they do that? Yeah, ostensibly to help Ukraine more in its fight against Russia, but also because then the defense contractors would make twice as much money. And all of a sudden you saw every corporate Republican, which is nearly 100% of them, and every corporate Democrat, which is about 80% of them, all jump up and go, yes! Oh, okay, accounting error, of course. All the Democrats cry about, oh, defense is spending too much, etc. Or not all Democrats, some of them do. And then what do? Rubber stamp, rubber stamp, rubber stamp. Yes, the defense is awesome. Give them everything they want. Give them $100 billion more than they want. The Pentagon gets audited. They can never pass an audit. They waste half our money, $400 billion in the toilet to the most corrupt people on earth every single year, while the Democrats, the Republicans, and corporate media, both mainstream media and Fox News, celebrate. They go out with pom-poms. Yay, war, war, war. Defense contractors are the best. So yes, the number one problem that the Democratic Party has, and I talk about it in my book, is that they are totally captured now by lobbyists and by corporate cash.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.
The Ukrainian presidential advisor is warning that Moscow should expect more drone attacks, saying Russia is getting used to full-fledged war. For the second time in 3 days, a drone hit this high-rise building in the heart of Moscow's business district. It houses some government offices, including the Ministry of Economic Development. Russia's calling it a terrorist attack. It says measures are being taken, but gave no details. Now joined by our former CNN Moscow Bureau Chief Jill Doherty, currently adjunct professor at Georgetown University in Washington. If you look at the response of Moscow, do they seem rattled, annoyed, irritated, or worried?
Well, I think maybe a combination of all of that, Richard. But certainly, if you look at the bombings that Russia carried out after that attack over the weekend, I think there's fury in Moscow, and I think there's concern, because after all, what Putin's trying to do with the Russian people, and especially, the well-off, the rich people, the elite who live in Moscow, is to say, everything's normal, the war is going, according to plan, etc. And this is pretty frightening, I would think, for people in Moscow and don't forget, Richard, as I'm sure you're well aware, that is the symbol of Putin's, let's say capitalism, Putin-style capitalism. Those high rises are really kind of skyscrapers, and that's what's being hit.
So how much more do the Ukrainians have to do, in a sense, to escalate that? I mean, yes, these are serious attacks that could create injuries and deaths, but they're relative pinpricks in comparison to the full-scale war taking place over in Ukraine.
Yeah, I think it depends on what they're trying to do with this. I mean, obviously we have the propaganda value, which we just talked about. There's also, I think, the military value, and you pointed out that air defenses in Moscow were able to knock them down, electronic warfare, etc. But the fact that they were able to go back, the Ukrainians, apparently, to that.
The Ukrainian presidential advisor is warning that Moscow should expect more drone attacks, saying Russia is getting used to full-fledged war. For the second time in 3 days, a drone hit this high-rise building in the heart of Moscow's business district.
Johnson, why are you...
Just travel. But the real, like the high level passport bros, they live abroad, they collect American dollars, they have an LLC, an S Corp, something like that. They have some kind of business that either generates some money online or they can accept payments online, right? Or they can operate it remotely. There are people also who have remote work jobs. Like I met a guy, he came into Cebu for some private VIP training with David, and he is an American guy, works at a startup. He, he's a 10-year software developer. So just go look up the salary of what a 10-year experienced software developer would get, and he's like in his early 30s. He's 31 or something, and he lives in Bolivia. And the cost of living in Bolivia is like $1. And he's making, very, very good money. So think about it. Even if you're not, even if you're a guy that you don't want to make your own business, but you just want to be you can save a lot of capital to, buy duplexes or whatever the case may be. We're beginning the credit study on the modern life dating side of the whole game. I'm thinking about putting out a course, most likely going to be free because it's just so fucking complicated that I just think a small rewatchable course for free would be a good idea. But the high level passport bros, they live abroad, they make money abroad, and the really, really high level ones, they make money abroad and then they buy more investments in the United States abroad and then continue to use the tax benefits to get their, the depreciation on the houses lowers your tax bill. And if you make those houses cash flowing, now you're balling. You're balling out of control. Have you guys watched Baller Mindset? Here, how about this? Let me show you guys a little something that changed my mind. We're gonna go a little freestyle today, with the thing. And look, quite frankly, I have been working my ass off. It is 3:30 in the morning. I'm just gonna talk about things that I think are important for men because you want to make money abroad too. That's one thing that everybody has been asking us, and we just weren't prepared to answer that. We just thought you guys wanted to go abroad and meet tons of girls. I wish I had my phone. because I can show you the DMs too from everything that's happening on my phone. We're a hot mess here over on the Passport show today at 3:30 in the morning. Let me see. Let me find this. Oh, I know where it is. Oh my god, I left it in the shower. All right, I'm back. Look, ultimate receipts. This is gay. I'm leaving. Oh, that's funny. You guys are so hilarious today. Hey, John. Question: are you worried about the West influencing? No, bro. This is okay. This is a lot of. This is the thing when you see guys. Okay, the number one people with the biggest voices about the westernization is spreading are the motherfucking people who never leave America and they don't even speak another language. Okay, when you understand the language of a culture, then you can understand real deep nuances that some fucking Reddit fucking 9800 IQ dork who's never left the United States could fucking come up with all these theories. But no, dude, everybody does just like, oh, America, we must bow down to you, our fat white gods. Like, no. A lot of these cultures, they have pride. You think the Filipinos fucking like Floyd Mayweather over Manny Pacquiao? Right? They like the home team. And a lot of okay, you know who has real influence right now on Philippines is fucking Korea. Every Filipino girl loves Korean dramas. That is true. That shit is all over Netflix. They market that stuff. Filipino women. Filipino women are like Asian with a little bit of Latina mix. Dude, when Filipino girls, like, if they drop something or they make a mistake, they say like this high pitch, like, "Hey!" Oh my god, it is just so feminine and so sexy. Oh my god, the sexiness of the Filipino woman got me off track. Oh yeah, this question here. So no, these countries. Listen, China and like Russia banned all of America's propaganda via media. And dude, China's 1.4 billion people. America's 330 fat fucks.
I guess I'm just too demanding.
There's it's not like this black pill doom, like the whole world is going to be consumed. The majority of the women on the world are literally feminine. It is only in the West, like of the minority, that these women are just like westernized animal pig women. Okay, and I'm sorry I'm getting like a little bit extreme, but the truth is, like, dude, David and I, we just saw the writing on the wall sooner than the rest of you and took action. Okay, that's the biggest thing that really sets people aside these days is men. Everybody nowadays wants to fucking fake it. Oh, look at me, I'm this, I'm that, I'm fucking so amazing in this, and there's so many fucking frauds out there. When you actually take action and you put your fucking money where your mouth is and you take off and you go, you think when I went over there, like, I had it all figured out? No, I figured it out, and I told myself I'd figure it out. I wouldn't stop until I figured it out, and that took me like 4 years of me having 800 subs on YouTube, and I talk about these new kids nowadays, and they have like, 30,000 subscribers in 6 months. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, but I figured it out. So the Passport Work course is going to give you like a map. It's going to give you an outline. It's going to give you a general sense of direction. But also, you're going to have to believe in yourself and take a risk. And, just be honest with yourself. If you're smart, you're getting into a good industry. And that's why I tell, a big part of my message is men fucking actually value their careers. Take their fucking money seriously instead of being some broke loser, like chasing girls into your 40s and you're like, have no money. Okay? Shout out to my buddy Harry Zikos, bro. My girl, point proven. Yeah, he is dating a lovely Filipina who I met in Miami. She made us breakfast, and she was never once like mean or like rude. She's happy the whole time. It's a good time. Anyone questions in the chat? But I'm gotta tell you guys, Philippines, I will be back.
Right now.
It's just
Yeah.
a theory. Just a theory.
Yeah. And now, who got the fastest drones? Probably based on alien technology?
Oh, definitely.
China.
Definitely.
I'm just saying. This is a specific cultural demographic of boxing and black people that know about this. It goes, all the white people that didn't know who Bud Crawford was or like made Fringe knew, see Eminem walking out and they're like, oh, this must have been a big fight. I missed this fucking fight.
Yeah. If this is big enough for Eminem to be there, like, why didn't I
Eminem's
know
never
about this?
walked out anybody.
Yeah.
It's like Jay-Z walking out somebody.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what the fuck?
Oh, this is a big deal.
Bro, if Jay-Z walked out Dustin Poirier or something, what would black people think about that UFC fight?
Oh, that's our guy now. That's our guy.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, what a great strategic move right there.
You know, it wasn't even strategic. He just went on Twitter like a couple days before. He's like, "Who wants to walk me out?"
Yeah.
And Eminem replied to it. That's exactly how it happened.
And how cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fire. Very cool fight. And also shout out to Dustin and Justin Gaethje and.
Yeah,
what an amazing UFC card, man.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you want tickets to UFC 292, Sterling and O'Malley,
Yes.
or UFC.com. They're giving away 2 tickets.
Anyway, so he uses all these things, but he's really hard to hit flush. Like if you notice, it's rare that he gets hit flush. And even the kick that Justin landed, I've never seen Justin throw a head kick in the entire time that I've been watching him.
Yeah, he's there. Like
He blocks it
Yeah.
with the right hand, but it comes and wraps around and hits him on the back of the head. So one great strategic move by Justin and his camp to go for a head kick when nobody would expect that he would even throw that. He usually chews up your legs, you know? And then two, just like great fight, both of them great attitude afterwards, like tons of admiration for one another.
Yeah.
Like,
bro, the backflip off the cage.
Crazy.
How do you do? Like, that's insane.
Yeah, just
like after
crazy.
just getting your leg kicked for 2 rounds, and then all of a sudden you do a backflip.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I mean, just awesome UFC card. Shout out to Poatan.
Derek Lewis is hilarious.
Derek Lewis,
that was so
all time
My favorite.
hysterical.
That was
My
so
absolute
funny.
favorite.
Yeah, that's my guy now.
Balls are hot, bro. Balls are hot.
First round, flying knee, and just pummel him. Who did he do that to? He fought some guy in COVID and just like walked him down 10 seconds and just like destroyed him. Do you remember this? I can't remember who it was, but it was the same exact thing. He just like destroyed him, and then same thing. Pants come off immediately.
Yeah.
My balls is hot.
Yeah, dude.
It's like the greatest.
And then they asked him about it. He's like, I just wanted to try some wild shit to start the fight.
Yeah.
Something like that. He had no real strategy. Like, what's his name? Masvidal was like, I saw there was a weakness with Askren that I could come at him with this and he wouldn't be ready. Derek Lewis was like, man, I just wanted to try some shit.
I lost a bunch of weight. I want to jump.
Bro, you saw his abs go
Yeah,
through
the
a little bit?
abs,
He got
yeah.
the abs going. I don't know, it was just so impressive. That was a great fight.
I mean, awesome. Just like we are so lucky we got to witness that boxing card and that UFC card at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're so lucky.
Yeah, that was fire.
So lucky. And enjoy it, man.
And then the Pereira Blachowicz fight, how was that? I didn't get to see it.
I thought Poatan showed unbelievable defense on the wrestling. Like his wrestling and ground defense. I mean, if you remember Blachowicz when he fought Izzy, he didn't really try to attack Izzy on the ground.
Yeah.
He just held him on the ground.
Just wait on him.
Which is, I think, more difficult to counter. When you're trying to attack, you risk putting yourself out of position and
Right.
someone can get out. And I think Jan was like, if this goes to the feet, I'm at a major disadvantage against Izzy because he's arguably the greatest striker in the history of MMA. So it's like you could, but I think with Jan and Poatan, I think he wanted to try to see if he could get something going on the ground. He's like, I think my best chances are I can choke him out. And Poatan was able to defend it. I mean, I would love to see Poatan go win the belt, and then Izzy and him fight for a third time for the belt at light heavyweight. Izzy becomes 2-division champ, and then if Izzy wants, challenge John Jones at heavyweight, and then 3-division.
That's a
biggest
come up.
fight in MMA history, and we'll see what happens.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then he retires and becomes a rapper.
Just
Yeah.
rap. After that, you rap.
Rap
bro.
forever, dude. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, so that's cool. Okay, what else we got, boys?
All right, Twitter's rebranded to X. Do you want to talk about this?
Yo, Twitter can do anything they want now that Threads is a dud. Threads is over, bro. Stop posting.
Why do you think it's over?
It's over.
Why do you think it's over?
There's no culture on it. There's no culture on it. They didn't offer anything new. that we could create culture around. So it's just another place to tweet and then potentially dilute your content, right? So you're like, am I going to do a Twitter thread? Am I going to do a tweet thread on Threads and then have to repeat this whole shit on Twitter? That's too much. It's kind of like there could be some work that goes into a tweet. You know, you're like sitting there.
I mean, if you're one of these people that do like long, like 20 tweet threads, like
that's a pain in the ass to repeat that over on Threads when you've already done it on Twitter. It just didn't offer a new thing. It's like, let's say you put out a new iPhone. There needs to be something seductive about the new iPhone.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time where it was FaceTime. It was a time where there was 3 fucking cameras on the outside and they had the super zoom. You just need to give me something that makes me feel like mine is antiquated and I need to jump on.
Right.
But it was an exact replica of a thing that we already have.
Yeah. I agree. Threads sucks, but I will say this in terms of Twitter just doing whatever they want to. They're not competing with Threads. They're competing with Instagram. They're competing with TikTok. You know, I think we saw the thing. He's trying to make this like a WeChat one-stop shop. So just because Threads bomb doesn't mean Twitter is going to win. You know what I mean? It's losing money. Been losing money.
Yes.
So how do you think Elon's going to make it profitable? Is the X going to help?
I don't know. This X thing is so peculiar. I don't even get it.
My feeling is like when it's so bizarre and the move seems so out of left field, I feel like I don't know what he's up to.
He's up to something. He
You know
must
what
be
I
up to
mean?
something because it makes no sense.
I can't tell if I'm gaslighting myself, but like I don't think he's a stupid guy. So when he's doing something that makes no sense at all, I'm like, oh, there's a play here that's bigger than he's leading
X
on.
me. I mean that in terms of, I think what he wants to do is create like a financial backbone as part of it, right? So you can send each other money on it. You can maybe pay for things, etc.
He wants to copy WeChat in China.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what WeChat?
That's what he said. Yeah,
It's like
WeChat-
a one-stop shop. You order food on there. You do everything on this one app.
It's like an all-in-one app that like is the most popular app in China. It's
The app.
literally everything. You can video call. You can do like voice text. You can do Snapchat basically. You can do like moments like Instagram stories. You can do posting content. You can order stuff. You can pay with stuff. You can do tap to pay. Like everything is in this one app.
Okay, so how does X work better with that system?
I think it just becomes the app, and if it's the app, it's profitable.
X marks the spot.
X marks. Yeah. Oh, how does the term?
Like even the terminology, like X me. Hey, can you buy some? I'm gonna pay the whatever. Yeah, just X me.
Yeah, I'll exit and then I'll get you back.
Yeah, that's better. I'll Twitter it. I'll tweet it.
I think that's what he's up against, where he's like, okay, if this is going to become the one-stop shop for everything ever, and all commerce is done under this app,
it has to be bigger than just.
People are going to look at it and be like, oh, that's the Twitter thing. Like,
yeah.
Like I'm not going to tweet money to you.
Yeah.
Does that like I feel like they're dealing with Twitter had such good branding for what it was, and now he's trying to make it into something.
What
different.
is X? X is a variable in math, right? So it's anything you want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
Is he back in control?
But he was like, "You
I think
good?"
he's the CEO, but he's also involved.
Yeah, I know he's involved, but is he back the CEO of X now? Since it's like a different thing.
I'm assuming the CEO is still the same.
Yeah, I figured.
That's my assumption. But yeah. So that's what I'm assuming. Like, all these people that are like, oh, he's so stupid. Like, I don't know if he's stupid.
I love people calling. You can call him stupid for things outside of business. Like if you want to be like, oh, you spend 80% of your time or 90% of your time at the office and you have all these children and you're not as involved in like their upbringing.
Your names for your kids are stupid.
Or exactly, like there's things
those
that
are just alien names.
Yeah, he wishes.
Yeah.
So I think those are one of the things where like if you're coming, from someone who the way that you value life is the time that you spend with your family or with the things that you're really passionate about outside of building these businesses, you might be like, oh, it's stupid to dedicate time in that way.
Yeah.
But to say that he's stupid for business moves, you got to be really smart to do that. You got to have a lot of, you know what I mean? Like if Warren Buffett was like, yeah, I think this is stupid, I'd be like, all right, let me hear you out. But average Twitter user that works for DHL is going to say that Elon is stupid for changing it to X without even knowing why, what the thinking
That's what I
behind it
feel.
is.
I'm like, maybe it might not work out. The whole thing might go belly up. He might lose $44 billion. I don't know. That's to be seen. But there is like an intentional plan to try to level it up and take a huge like leap to try to change the whole company and everything. That is admirable and interesting.
Will he get rid of the $8 paywall? Because it's way more people are going to use X if you can access everything you need to access without a paywall. That's just life.
Is the paywall just for the blue checks, or do they change it?
Paywall is just for blue checks, but I assume it gives you can delete tweets within X amount of time. You can do all these little things with the blue check that you can't do without.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I think the refresh rate, you can only look at a certain number of tweets without the blue check, and then with it you can, not unlimited, but it's a way higher number. So like there's all these little limitations they're putting on people who aren't paying $8 a month as opposed to people who are paying $8 a month.
That's interesting.
Now, if you want this to be an all-in-one app, I'm not paying $8 a month to Venmo you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not paying $8 a month
Exactly.
to
He'll
Cash
get it in
App.
the transaction.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be some other
He'll
thing.
get his money in the transaction. Like if you're buying food on it, you're doing all those things. There's going to be a little piece that comes over to them, and now they have more ways to profit. I think the issue with Twitter right now is that you really can't monetize it outside of ads and the subscription thing. So the more things that come up that are going to be usable that they can monetize, the less that I think they'll care about.
Yeah, so we're thinking they throw out this $8.
No, I don't think they throw it out. I think
Or
they
they
still
keep
offer it as a feature.
Yeah, it's like if you have the subscription, then we'll charge you less transaction fees or no transaction fees.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Like a
Amazon
YouTube,
Prime.
Amazon Prime, or
YouTube
like a
Premium is
YouTube
no
Premium,
ads.
So 100%.
Yeah,
Listen,
he's
what the
saying that
fuck?
users are up. I personally have been using the app more since all of this. Like I'll go through like his tweets and stuff.
Interesting.
And I can't tell if it's like anecdotal, like it's just like happening coincidentally or what. But he's saying that users are up in terms of like minutes. per
Twitter's great. Like it's not bad. And also if your Twitter sucks, you choose to follow people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so that's kind of on you as well.
Well, now I think they're making it a little bit more algorithmic.
They should make it.
They're making it more like for you, like
They
here's
should.
content that you're gonna like, stuff like that.
They should.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens. If he turns it into something that's bigger than just Twitter, I think that'd be really impressive.
If you want to buy stock, now's the time.
It's down.
I can't imagine it's super high.
Yeah,
Because public
very-
sentiment is not sure what he's doing.
Very interesting.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because I know your balls are hot like Derek Lewis. You're trying to cool down your balls, but you still want to stay comfy. You can't go no underwear, right? Because then you're flopping all over
That's
the place.
savage. That's back to the show.
Can you guys break down this this Mbappe situation?
Yeah. So basically, Al Hilal is the Saudi team, and effectively
Food cart.
basically, yeah. I think that's the name of the team, Al Hilal. But
Let's go away,
or Halil.
Let's
And basically,
go.
they are what people call sports washing in Saudi Arabia, where they're buying up all of these major players. They bought Cristiano Ronaldo, so now they offer Mbappe $1 billion.
What is sports
effectively.
washing?
So
It's
it's
a term
like
that was popularized around the Olympics,
Okay.
where these like big oil states would essentially like buy up, I think it was like weightlifters from like Georgia,
Yeah.
and be like, yo, you're gonna get citizenship here, and you're gonna weightlift for Qatar,
Yeah.
and then Qatar gets to win a gold medal.
And I think also maybe the idea, because I heard it once and I forgot details, but I think also it changes the perception of,
Yeah.
hey, look at all these human rights atrocities to, oh, this is the place where all the great pro players
You
are.
host the World Cup. in
Yeah, it just
Qatar,
puts you on
yeah.
the map, right? Like people really care about sports, especially around the Olympics. So like even just seeing the flag go up, you start even asking questions like, "What's Qatar? Like, what is that? Oh, what's going on?"
With the purpose of changing the public perception from, either nothing or an evil oil state or whatever people's preconceived notions.
Yeah, okay.
So now they offer $1 billion to get Mbappe for 1 year.
Is it $1 billion?
When you add all the things
So
together.
there's a transfer
250
fee.
goes to his 250 goes to PSG. He basically walks away with like 750 million.
Yeah, you pay the team a little bit of money to like, hey, we're taking it from
Team
you.
has the rights, and then they'll sell your rights, and then
you pay the guy a salary.
So he gets 775 million, and then the team gets 250 or something like that.
Yeah. And he's basically in like the prime of his career. He's like in his mid-20s. He's like already won a World Cup. He's one of the most prominent young soccer players like,
Potential
of all
GOAT.
time. Yeah, like taking over. Like now, Messi and Ronaldo are kind of fading out of like the national stage. He and like Holland are taking in.
So it's going to be him and Holland for the next 10 years.
Yeah, basically is what it looks like. And so the question is, does he leave one of the elite leagues in Europe, which historically have always dominated? The French league is like less dominant, people will argue, than like the English leagues, the Spanish leagues, or even the Italian leagues. So does he walk away from that? Does he not go to Madrid, not go to some other like prominent team and like really earn his stripes and like cement his legacy as one of the greatest players ever? Or take $750 million, play 1 year in Saudi Arabia against whomever is in the league at that time? Play with Ronaldo for a year.
Question.
Get your money, bro.
Hold on 1 second. Just real quick. PSG is the team he's currently on.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't they been demoted or something? Are they no longer in the...
No, they're still in the League One.
Are they still in the, what is it called?
Champions League?
Champions
No,
League?
is it Champions
Relegated,
League?
that's like the tournament amongst all the teams.
Are they still in the Champions League?
So you qualify for the Champions League each year. I don't know if they qualified last year. I'd have to check.
And does that, okay, so that wouldn't affect this season. I'm trying to wonder, like, if the team that he was going to be on isn't even qualified for the Champions League, he's kind of playing for...
They lost Messi, but they still have Hakimi. I'm assuming they have other good stars. I know they had those three. Hakimi's fucking nice.
Yeah,
Neymar. Yeah. I mean,
But, and then there was this rumor that came out that, like, the deal was already done with Real Madrid with Mbappe.
Yeah.
So clearly he wants out of PSG.
Oh, this is
what it
guys,
seems like.
Just this applies. They washed out of the Champions League last season, and then again this season as of March.
So they're not in it next year.
So they're not in it, and that's the
That's
only
a
way.
huge factor.
That's
for
the
me.
only way you can say you're the
Because
king of Europe.
If
That's what they say.
if I'm him, I'm going. I don't want to play in a subpar league and not get those Champions League games because that's less goals that I'm going to be able to score. That's less international spotlight. Like that's less competition at the highest level. I gotta go to some other team that is going to play. I mean, Real Madrid makes perfect sense.
That's what I'm saying. Going to like a Madrid, playing in Spain,
what
playing
would
in,
that offer look like?
I have no idea. I'm actually curious. I can look it up.
Definitely not. No.
Because comparing those offers would be helpful.
So that's the other tricky thing, right? Is that it's 1 year of your life. You know how often a player is injured and misses a season? You could treat this like an injury season.
Yeah.
Like you play 1 year there, you get $775 million. Now, the thing that America did with Messi is they found a way to make him the equivalent amount of money as the Saudi League offered through equity, opportunities to buy a team later, and getting a piece of all the different merch and like they're like, we're going to give you a piece of everything, and it looks so far like that shit is going to work out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the question is, is it even worth it to Spain to offer a crazy deal like that for Mbappe?
It might be worth it for the league.
Yeah.
The league might come together and be like, let's figure this out.
Which country has the most beautiful trans women? Because I think that's going to factor into
Brazil,
his decision.
right?
I think he should play for a Brazilian,
Colombia or something.
Colombian.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that none of us said Thailand is crazy. Like Thailand really fell off. Like they started that shit.
Yeah, it's true.
And then they just got left.
They've been resting on their laurel, dude.
They really have been resting, bro.
Resting on
They
their
thought that they didn't have to do shit.
They need a
Nah.
better. They need a better rebrand because they call them lady boys.
You get boy out of here. What's a boy? Y'all not boys.
That's a lady. That's a lady girl.
That's a lady, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, apparently Madrid was speculating to offer $200 million for like a 6-year deal.
Get the fuck out of my face.
That's my
bro.
point. You can't compare it to the Saudi deal because that's never happened. At like $1 billion for a year.
So
is like,
even as just a competitor, I just realized this. You brought this up. How does Ronaldo identify himself as still being elite? He got like $400 million for 2 years. Hey, bro, I got $700 million for 1 year. I got you. You're not elite anymore. I'm the guy.
If you don't take this,
off the pod, you said he shouldn't do this.
Yeah, I don't think you should do this.
Why?
Well, one, I don't even think it's a real offer. Like, I feel like they are throwing money around to get the attention of all the other players in Europe. Because you could, with that money, with $1 billion, if you think I don't even know what the max is, but like, I think Grealish got like 300 million, it's like something crazy. And that was like the most ever.
to do what?
To go to Man City. I actually don't know what his deal was, but like the precedent for these deals, this is like 3 times like what the biggest deal before was. So I'm looking at this like they're throwing around money. They could make a top 5 team with just $1 billion. You know what I mean? Like they can make a top, not just one player. You need more than one player to make a team. You could get the starters from Man City, from Man United, from all these other teams, pull them in and create an actual good team to compete on a national
What
stage.
about that makes this unreal? Not real.
Because I'm assuming that they're just throwing this money around to get people's attention.
This is the bat signal.
Yeah.
It's the what is it? What's it called? When our boy PBD said, "I'm going to pay you $100 million to Tucker."
Yeah.
Whether or not Tucker accepts that, everybody looks at PBD and goes, "Damn, my man got $100 million to throw around. They got something serious going over there in valuetainment."
But if Tucker signed a $100 million contract, he still gets the $100 million.
That's what I'm saying.
But they're thinking if he signs it, we get the best player in soccer.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, we get the attention. You got Draymond Green
it is
going.
a real deal, though.
But yeah, none of that means he shouldn't take the deal.
They believe that he won't.
Yeah.
But even if he does, they get the best.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, the marketing that they're going to get. Draymond Green is out here going, yo, do they have basketball teams?
LeBron said it. Giannis said it.
So this is like, it's great PR. Now, here's the thing. I think if he doesn't take a deal like this, it's not the best PR move because it makes it look so awful to live in Saudi Arabia for 1 year that you'd rather not make $775 million.
That's funny.
Right? Like, in a way, it's just like, I would rather
go.
lose if Mbappe goes, I would rather lose $500 million than live a year in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. The reason I think that they didn't think he was going to take it, first off, because there's already, like, this is from PSG reportedly offered him like $1 billion contract for like a lifetime deal. So, like, in my mind, he's going to make $1 billion regardless. You know what I mean? Like, whether it's through contracts with his clothing, with his merchandise, with whatever team he plays on, he's only like 20-something.
You know what's the difference between $2 billion and $1 billion? It's $1 billion.
Yeah, but I'm like $1 billion plus legacy. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to become one of the greatest players of all time.
1 year.
This doesn't forge that legacy
That's
for
the
1
thing.
year.
It's 1 year.
100%.
You know, Jordan sat out a year with a broken foot, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's an injury. You got to look at it like an injury.
And I'm like, I think that affects his legacy.
No, it doesn't.
No. Why not?
Because
Michael
people still
Jordan?
think Michael
You
Jordan's
don't,
the
you don't
greatest.
think he would have scored more points if he played another year?
But does it affect his legacy? It doesn't affect his statistics.
He's
We're
so
talking
young.
legacy.
He's got so many
He
years.
scored more points.
So you think Michael Jordan is the second greatest player of all time?
No, even if he's the greatest, he would have been more great if he played another year.
No, but he's the greatest.
But he would have been more great.
But you're the greatest. So
Did you even
what's
know he
more
sat out a year?
greatest?
Did you have any
No,
idea he
I had
sat
no
out a
idea.
year? Exactly, because it doesn't affect his legacy.
We won't know about it later on, is what everybody's saying. Is at the end of the day, as long as he continues to have success like he has had,
Right.
then, and also it's like, the things that are interesting about Mbappe is he's already won the World Cup.
Right.
Yeah, and he
Right?
scored 3 goals in the finals loss.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you could argue that the legacy
My
is
shot.
there.
I mean,
It's not yet. He's got a lot of work to do. But what I'm saying is, he gets to go, I've already won the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
That is checked off. I never have to do that again. We're good to go. If I win
Bro,
another
I'm
one,
tripping.
it's
I
like,
mean,
oh
fuck
my
me, bro.
God. And if we win 3, which is potentially possible, he could play 12 more years. He's 25 right now.
something like that, yeah.
37 might be tricky. Oh no. Maybe
Also,
it's the
with
third.
advancements in like anti-aging shit, I think all athletes are going to start playing longer.
Fair enough. But it is very plausible he plays at least 2 more World Cups at an elite level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has the opportunity to maybe win another one there if the French team is good enough, and it looks like it is pretty good. Like
2024.
he is 24.
Yeah.
So bare minimum, he's going to play.
So it'll be 35, 36 when the third World Cup happens.
Yeah.
Very reasonable.
I don't know. I understand you want to go after, and it depends where Haaland's going to be and what he's going to be doing, and you won't be in the conversation. I mean, like, you know, Ronaldo went out there and he's just a ghost. Like, we don't even know he's alive. Like,
Yeah. He's playing in a half full stadium, didn't even like win the championship.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. He went there to retire.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just gonna take 1 year. Let me get my money.
Because you're going to remember
right
he's back next year. And if a career-ending injury does happen, he's got $775 million.
Yeah.
But if your goal is to be the greatest,
Again, this is unaffected. 1 year
but you
doesn't
just said if he
affect
gets a career-ending injury, like
that could happen in PSG too.
yeah, exactly.
The
but
chances
he's
are
not
increased.
But he's not doing it through something that seems like negligent to his career. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you could also make the argument if he wanted to be the greatest, he wouldn't have signed to PSG.
yeah, but he started with them. Like, he's been with them and just re-upped the contract.
I
And so
think-
now he's stopping the contract now that they're not performing.
Are you a fan of PSG?
Yeah, he is.
I like that. I'm not like a diehard fan though.
Yeah,
What are
there's,
you
there's
talking
some
about? You have
emotional
the
thing that's making
jerseys,
you
like,
ignore.
Yeah, but
He likes France,
I
not
like France.
PSG.
I like the
I
French.
think that's there it is. That's why he wants him to stay here. I get it. I
There's
would
also
too.
something. He's French in France. It's kind of like be the king of your country and
Oh, no,
in
get
your
the fuck
city.
out. Get the fuck out of France. Get the fuck out of France.
I'm helping
I
a
think
little.
he should have left PSG a long time ago.
Yo, take the
You
money.
go to the English Premier League or you go to La Liga in Spain, and that's it.
And be dominant and
Yeah.
then be the greatest ever. And then make $1 billion 10 other ways.
I mean, if you really want to dance, you go right up there where Holland is, and you join the fucking competitive, whatever their biggest fucking competitor is.
Yeah.
Where's Holland on? Man City.
Man City,
So you
yeah.
join fucking Manchester United, and you just go to war with that motherfucker.
yeah.
I mean, that would be crazy.
Go get your money, bro.
Oh, speaking of
take it.
Manchester, KSI is going to be fighting Tommy Fury.
Oh yeah.
He's going to be fighting Tommy Fury on Saturday, October 14th.
No way.
Sunday, October 15th, we will also be in Manchester doing shows.
Oh shit.
For the Life Tour.
Fire.
So we might have to pull up the 14th to that show. We were going to say in Scotland for another day, but maybe we just do the day in Scotland and then pull up that night.
Oh, I thought you was about to announce you're going to be on the undercard. I saw I saw them flagrant gloves outside. I'm like,
you might have
hold
to
up.
be on the undercard.
Yeah.
I'll commentate it though.
Oh hell yeah.
I'll definitely commentate.
Oh, you got to do that. Would you walk him out?
Who? Which one?
KSI.
KSI.
Yeah, I'll walk
Singing
KSI.
Eminem.
I'll walk it.
And you have to sing Eminem. Yeah.
That would be fire.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we got to do that shit.
Yeah. That'd be.
Nah, that's gonna be dope.
so well.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So, and then I think Logan is fighting on the card as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've announced who Logan is fighting.
No, I don't think so.
But really interesting thing, like a brave thing for KSI to do. Fighting someone who's dedicated their life to actually boxing is a different game. And I think Jake kind of found that out when he went in there with him, that there are levels to it. You know, Jake had been incredibly dominant when he was fighting against the MMA guys, but a boxer who's dedicated himself to that thing is different. I'm curious to see if KSI pulls it off. I mean, he has all the bragging rights in the world against Jake.
Yeah.
Like, and if he doesn't pull it off, him and Jake can fight.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's kind of a win-win.
That shit
But brave thing to do.
You just can't get fucked up. Because at least Jake like put up a little bit of a
Oh
fight.
yeah,
so-
he was in it.
Yeah, he went to decision, right, Jake?
I think he dropped Tommy too.
He did?
Yeah, Jake dropped Tommy.
Did he drop? I thought he like tripped or like kind of like pushed him
it
down.
wasn't like a.
No, I think it was a counted knockdown.
was?
Yeah. I'm being serious. So
You're friends with him.
give credit where credit's due.
Nah,
you
so
know what I
that-
mean?
It wasn't a real knockdown.
Nah,
I think it
don't
was.
remember.
Look it up.
I
Look
don't
it up.
remember.
So, it doesn't matter, and it's not like a knockdown flat in his face, but tapped his jaw and sat him down.
You see a slip.
I mean, yeah,
that's
come on, bro.
that's what happens when
Yeah,
you
you
punch
got
someone.
punched
You
in the
slip.
face
He
clean.
direct jab while he's leaning into it, and then he
Yeah.
punched him right off his feet.
Yeah, his
he
foot went the
connected.
direction
No,
his face
actually-
was supposed to go in.
That's actually a pure knockdown. The foot lands first, and then he lifts his foot off of the.
He gets knocked back.
I think he's stepping on his foot.
No,
What are you saying, dude?
Look at
Al,
I'm telling you.
supreme hater.
Nah,
You're the guy who doesn't
went
hate
to
the pause.
plant
yo.
You're hating on
Nah,
this.
you're
You're
Went
the
to
guy who
pause.
doesn't
He went
hate.
to plant the jab.
Look
he
at-
steps
watch,
on his
watch,
foot,
watch.
and he said, "Look
He's
where his right
he's
foot
not
lands."
on his foot. He
Yeah,
is
he's not on his foot.
at
Jake's
all.
foot's not even.
Also,
it's
how would his
off-
foot slip if he's on his foot?
No,
He's
he's like.
Just hold on. His foot is on the canvas,
Hey,
right?
come on, bro.
And then now look, his foot is perfectly on the canvas, and then both of those feet slip because he momentarily concussed him with a very strong jab. That's a fact of life.
Momentarily concussed.
Nah, that's a knockdown, bro.
That's a
knockdown.
pure, legit
knockdown.
knockdown.
Absolutely a knockdown.
I mean, you would be out flatlined if that happened. Like, you would be dead ass. You might be dead. You might be a dead man. We would get a casket and we would fucking roll you into it if you got hit by that.
If
100%.
Jake comes back on here, we can just go just for free. Fuck it.
Go
Okay.
for
No,
free.
this is crazy.
You would spar
This is
him?
crazy.
Easily.
Bro.
Easily.
This is crazy.
Would you play him in tennis?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Tennis. What happened in tennis?
Nothing.
You heard about the match?
Nothing. But all right, well, Jake will come back. I'm sure he would spar.
Let's go.
Done. We'll make it happen.
Let's go.
It's the dumbest thing that you've ever decided.
Come on, son. You don't think I'm ready for that?
Insane, right?
fucking thing.
Why do you want this?
I don't think you're ready. No, I don't think
They
you're ready.
can't beat me.
All right. Anyway.
If LeBron got offered $500 million, do you think he should go take
He
it?
said
play in
he
China?
would, and
Yes.
yes, he should.
Yes.
LeBron at 23?
Yes.
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 I don't get what you're like.
For
this-
1 year, Marcus,
you're like
1 year.
There's something more
romanticizing
important than
this
money,
shit.
bro. He's going to be good forever. He's already got enough money.
There's 1 year.
But
It's
what if the
1
next year they go, hey, another billion, play another year? That's 2 years, 2
Hey, I
months.
want you to find the guy who's told you I have enough money.
Yeah, that's my point.
Would you go do comedy in Saudi Arabia for 1 year for $775 million?
That's my point. Is I'm like, if the goal is to be the greatest,
So no.
Answer the question.
So no.
Well, art's different.
Okay. See, exactly.
It's not even a question.
I
It's
know.
1 year of your life for
Yeah.
$775 million. That thing doesn't exist.
All upside.
It's like crypto. Like
Yeah.
this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to make all this money that you shouldn't be able to make, and they're throwing it at his ass. Yeah, he's crazy to not accept it, even though I understand from a competitive stance it doesn't make sense. But if the competing agreement, if the competing option is what'd you say it was?
200 million
Yeah,
or
I
a
guess.
lifetime deal for $1 billion.
Yeah.
But that's how many years?
12 or whatever.
Yeah, 10, 12 years, something
So
like
you're making either $100 million a year or $775 million a year. That lifetime agreement is available to you the second you come back.
Yeah.
It's you gotta. Yeah, you gotta.
Why not just do it at the end of your career? You can just play 10 years.
You're not getting
it's not
70,
worth it.
Getting $770 million now.
This is.
But he could make the
I got
money
a winning
after.
lotto ticket. Why don't I wait to cash it in? I got some errands.
Messi got $1 billion in Miami or whatever.
Also, Saudi Arabia not paying those big prices anymore. Like just like Spotify not spending fucking crazy money on podcasts. Like, I mean, Joe is gonna get it, but I don't think anybody else is getting that money anymore.
But Messi's the greatest, and he got the bill. Let me just do that.
Because you can still do that.
Because America is Spotify 5 years ago. We're overspending on MLS.
Right.
Once MLS gets popping to the point where they don't need to do it, they ain't gonna keep spending the money. They're like, we popping.
Son, it's Tiger Woods over here, bro. He missed out on
I just want to see black men be great, bro. I don't know. I just want to see
You
him.
just want to hold the black man down,
That's
get money
what
out
you
of his
want,
pocket.
That's exactly what you want.
That's what it is, bro.
Wow.
This might be the worst stance I've ever seen you take.
He's a purist. You're a soccer purist.
I just want him to be great, bro. You just quit, man.
You being emotional, bro.
You just
You
quit.
being emotional.
He had one.
Oh,
that
it's
was
definitely
worse, though.
emotional. Wait, what?
What's consent?
Oh, yeah.
that was
a good one. That was an all-time good one. That was an all-time, dude.
Okay, can we be a little gossipy? Can we gossip real quick?
Oh, are you gonna bring up this one?
Mark has been excited to talk about this.
Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That's all I had to
This
bring
might
up.
be the most important thing that's ever happened in history.
Okay.
This is insane.
Let's just
Catty
gossip.
motherfuckers
Let's just
right here.
gossip real quick.
This is beyond gossip. This cuts to the core of what it means to be a man.
Okay,
this
break it
this
down.
transcends everything. This is the Odyssey.
Okay,
we're
break
about
it down.
to watch the Odyssey
Is
in real.
Ariana Grande a siren, dude?
Bro,
She
literally.
might be a siren, huh?
All right, if anyone doesn't know,
Okay,
basically,
bust it open.
Ariana Grande was married to a guy, obviously famous pop star. She is co-starring on Wicked. Okay, her co-star in Wicked is this guy Ethan Slater. Okay, he formerly was SpongeBob on Broadway. Okay, so he's popping in the Broadway scene.
That's why you love him.
And
bro.
what?
You saw him hate on that?
I'm saying what he did.
Worked real hard to get to
He's one of the greatest. He's one of the greatest
Broadway.
actors in the world.
And Ariana was married to a realtor.
Yeah, exactly.
What's wrong with that?
No, you said a
Wait,
pop
why
star.
are you hating
He was
on real
describing.
talk?
He was
Why
not.
are you hating on
Nah,
real
he
talk?
described it weird. He was describing Ariana as international pop star, but it did
International,
sound
sorry.
like you were saying she was married to an international.
No,
pop star.
she's an international pop
Yes.
star married to a guy.
okay.
Just a random guy, regular guy,
And
makes
then
money. I'm
there's
sure.
this guy, Ethan Slater.
Yes,
He's one of the
nice
most
guy.
prominent Broadway stars in the world. Okay, formerly starred as SpongeBob on Broadway.
Yo,
So
it's
That's wild
Why
song.
is that
That's
hate?
wild song.
Son, that's
Yo, that's
crazy.
wild song.
That's always been his
That's
dream.
wild
Why is that hate, bro? Why is that hate, bro?
I didn't know he's such a hater. Can't a man be SpongeBob on Broadway, bro?
I'm
That's
saying.
insane that you
Ariana
would...
Grande, one of the biggest pop stars in the world. She's co-starring with this guy,
Yeah.
all right? And then basically, the two of them cheat on their
respective
husbands
husbands and wives.
Allegedly.
And then,
Allegedly.
I mean, yeah, I don't know them.
Al just found out about this story from you 30 minutes ago, talking about allegedly.
Yeah.
Yo.
Dressed like Patrick Star. I mean, he's vouching for this guy.
I believe
He's on
all,
SpongeBob's team.
I believe all women. She said
And then
she's separated.
now they're both divorcing their people. They're dating. This guy, Ethan Slater, just recently had a baby with his wife.
That's where it's fucked.
And his
a
wife.
year and a half ago.
What do you? Does the baby go away, dude?
Son, a
What
year
a
and a
fucking
half ago.
stupid thing
You know
to
how
say.
much shit
If Alex was a
happens in
This
a
is your
year and a half?
Mbappe argument.
would go away if it
This
was
is your
him.
Mbappe argument. Son, that's
Why are you
crazy.
just trying to tear people down, bro?
I'm not tearing anyone down. I'm saying it's an interesting story. I didn't say.
You didn't have to bring up SpongeBob,
I know,
son.
son.
You
You
could bring
just-
up his most recent accomplishments like being in Wicked.
He's SpongeBob, bro. What's wrong with that?
Yo, son.
Son,
Yo, you're devious, bro.
It's one of the greatest roles in Broadway, bro. It's one of the biggest
my
cartoons
God,
ever. I
dude.
love SpongeBob. I watched all the seasons. You didn't even watch it.
That's
I
why-
didn't watch it, I will be honest, but I'm at least giving some respect to a man that played a
he
sponge
got
at the
pussy.
bottom of the ocean or wherever it is.
I agree.
With square pants.
Yeah, with square
Pants.
pants. Like my man dedicated his life to musical theater.
I agree. It's
to
an
be
awesome
a
role.
cleaning apparatus that also has a personality, and you're shitting
It's a
all over
huge
him.
show. It's one of the biggest shows on Broadway. Kids love it. I would have gone to see it if I was a little younger.
All I'm saying is you don't have to throw salt. Like now he's in a real, musical. He's a
It's a
movie.
Wicked.
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
a musical movie. Yeah,
Yeah. So it's awesome.
yeah.
But now he left his high school sweetheart, who just had a baby with, for Ariana Grande.
Now
It's a fascinating
Some say that Ariana Grande has made a habit of this.
Yeah. She has a song, "Break Up with Your Boyfriend Because I'm Bored." That's a song that she
Break
just
up
had out
with
there
your
for years.
girlfriend.
Break up with your girlfriend because I'm bored. Yeah.
That's a banger.
She just sang the shit out there.
That
Thank
shit,
you.
that shit
Thanks for
goes
the
hard
assist,
too.
dog.
I'm gonna sing that the next song.
Yeah,
Next episode,
yeah,
that's the day I'm playing
yeah.
that.
But Al still searches for his song.
You were at a concert last night, bro. I do not know.
Whatever. So she has a history of this.
Yeah.
I love gossip.
Oh, this is the guy.
I wish I could be on The View. Are we gossiping?
Yeah, this is the guy she left her spouse for.
Oh, wow.
Stay up, Kings. I'm saying anything's possible. Anything is possible.
Why are you hating so hard, son?
Why are you acting like it's normal for a person that does theater their whole life?
chill out.
He does musical theater. He does musical theater his whole life. And all of a sudden, the biggest pop star in the world is like, yo, smash. That's completely normal.
You know what this emotion is? It's jealousy on every level.
Why does he get to do it?
Because he's a musical theater guy, which you wanted to be.
Mark's whole life.
He didn't even play sports.
Go back to Mark being homeschooled and dressing up with suspenders and a fucking...
He's not even good at soccer. Why does he get to take that arm?
And he got a Brock, too. Damn.
What'd you?
He's a little brother.
Oh, brother. So, yeah, here's the thing. You're a hater, but Ariana...
You're a hater, bro.
But here's the thing. Can you blame Ariana? She's been famous since she's a child. Anything she wants, she just asks for and then gets.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if she thinks that she's doing anything wrong. Like, I want that man. I don't care what anybody needs to do to get it for me, but that's what I want. So, hey, I want a reservation at a restaurant. Well, it's all reserved. Okay, well, do what you have to do.
Yeah, but she's also married, though.
Do you know that this level of like narcissism that it takes to be where they are, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah,
like
that's a good
it's
point.
just whatever I need.
That's a good point.
You're fun. You're fun for as long as you feed my narcissism.
Yeah.
And then once you stop feeding it, well, we need somebody else to feed it.
Yeah.
And nothing feeds narcissism like a man that's taken.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so great
yeah.
that taken man with a newborn baby will leave his wife and child for this pussy.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a wicked pussy right
that
there.
is the Wicked Witch of the West right there. When you think about it, that's meta. Meta?
Yeah.
No.
That's meta, I think.
No. What is that acting where you do it all
Method.
the time? Method. That's method.
Yeah.
You hear what the ex-wife said?
What?
She said this.
I've been going to therapy.
Thematic, you don't know. I don't know if anything could become thematic when it's only the second time, but you walked in the last time. I was looking at our last podcast and you liked my jacket and I said I'll give you it and I forgot to. So on the way out, if you want one of my accessories, you could take one.
No, I'm good. I don't
Oh,
know
so you're just bullshitting. You don't like my accessories.
No,
You-
I was saying with like the hat, the glasses, the sort of the goatee, like I'm trying.
Sort of a goatee?
Well, yeah, just behind like the mic. I can't. There we go. All right. Okay. A full goatee.
It is full. Everything's
Dare I
there.
say fantastic,
Thank you.
illustrious,
Wow.
infamous goatee.
What
Yeah.
did my goatee do
I
that
didn't
was
recognize
bad?
him when he was standing outside. He was like leaning like that. I thought he was the guy that brings you to Howie. I didn't know Howie was a.
I am the guy that brings you to me.
You're a hands-on guy.
I am. Well, no hands-on. If you know anything
Oh,
about
that's
me,
right.
there's no hands-on. That's why I'm trying to sell you on my hologram technology. I want
Do
to
you
be
wish
with
you grew up in the Victorian age where you danced with like the piece of paper, or the handkerchief between your hand and hers?
I did not know that. Look at this. This is you know how educational this. We've been on the air
I think
for
it's
like
probably
3
bullshit.
minutes.
I think it's probably bullshit.
They put a handkerchief between when you danced with somebody.
How did you get so jaded?
I grew up with him.
Yeah, you hit me with past, illustrious. What does that mean? And then you go, that's like wow, just bang, bang,
Sorry.
bang.
She
That's all
actually
right.
had one play date with Nia. They're the same age. And, you know,
Oh, is that
for
right?
those that don't know, his father-in-law was my manager. His father-in-law got me my first cable special.
That's amazing.
He did.
He's a legend. He's a legend.
On Cinemax, Ben Hill. Ben Hill
Did you keep your clothes on?
Cinemax was different then. It's not like...
It was classy.
It's pre-OnlyFans.
It's the original Criterion channel.
Yes. But the reason I'm saying, and I was probably using it wrong, but illustrious illustrates what one can do. I find you one of the most fascinating people in the world. I think you're like a movie to me, and I'll tell you why. Because you're like a Star is Born. Every little kid... Nope.
That drunk guy messing up the Grammys?
Not that character. The girl.
He's like Gaga.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, and maybe it's a bad analogy, but as a little kid, you dream that you want to do something. When I grow up, I want to be a pilot. When I grow up, I want to be a drummer. When I grow up, I want to be a comedian. When I grow up, I don't know how many things this kid said, but you do everything you've ever dreamed of, and to the nth power. To be a comedian, I knew you. I think the first time I saw you and worked with you was on Tough Crowd. Did you do? I think we did it.
I think we did a Just for Laughs Toronto thing.
Okay,
I
so
remember you fucked with me before I went out there.
I did.
Yeah, in a funny way.
Okay.
And I was like, because I was nervous. I was like, oh my god, this is Howie Mandel. And then you were like, you diffused all of my nervousness by just breaking my balls. Like you made me feel like I was we were just both comedians.
I don't remember that, but I do remember
it meant a lot
knowing
to
you.
me.
You weren't memorable. So, but here's what I remember. I remember, like, if people said, do you know Bill Burr? I said, yeah, he's a really funny comedian. He's a really funny, but there's a lot of funny people. And you hope that everybody achieves their dream. Well, you don't, but you
For the most part.
For the most part. I don't wish negative on anybody. I just don't think about a lot of people. But I thought you were like this journeyman comedian who was really funny and really witty, and then what happened, and I think this is like a movie in my mind, is you did this one gig that was going so fucking south that you started just going crazy. It's a big viral, everybody has seen it. It started going south, and you started just fucking shitting on the audience wonderfully, in a flow, in a free-form rap flow of comedy that just catapulted you to the next level and made you. And don't you think that was like a mark in your career that
was definitely a step, yeah. I was, dude, it took me like 25 years to make it. I had a nice slow ascent. So, I you know, let me, if I were to go through all of it, you know, just, I don't want to go all the way back to the beginning, but like, but getting on the Opie and Anthony show, and they used to, you know, how they would pay you is they would advertise your gigs. So whatever market they were in, you started selling tickets. So they were huge for me. And then that incident happened, and I thought that was gonna like be the end of my career. Everyone was just gonna boo me. That more got me respect from other comics, to be honest with you. But then it was,
here's what I was saying.
Special, do another special, do another special, do another special, do another special.
But every time you did the specials, so I knew you before that happened. When that happened, you're right. Amongst comedians, people were always saying, "You got to see this. You got to see this," and you became the comedian's comic. You got to see that. But then you got specials. But even when you got specials, and even today on the podcast, people talk about that moment. I think that moment, if you were going to write a movie, and you write movies, you should write your own life story, because it's amazing. Is that, you have a movie coming out in a few weeks. It is.
I am not allowed to promote.
Am I?
If you're in SAG, you're not allowed to talk about this stuff, you know? They're just waiting for us to lose our apartments and houses, and then they're going to... That's what I read.
You think somebody actually said that?
Oh, that somebody was dumb enough to say that?
You know, I've read those articles. For those that don't know...
I think someone probably said it, and we're losing some of the context. And it was spread. You don't think so?
I don't know.
I do think that
I think that's what's going to happen.
That they don't...
When I see this matchup, I just...
Yeah, I do find it weird that how much trouble you can get in for a joke, but you can just have like this unstoppable, insatiable greed. Just the whole concept of a corporation that every quarter you have to make more money or else you're a failure. I don't understand like how these CEOs can just give themselves bonuses. It's like, is that just like legalized stealing from the company? And some other shareholders always seem to have a problem when they're doing something that would be for the common man, but at the end of the year when they write out bonuses, for some reason the shareholders have no problem that they took all of these profits and put a bunch of it in their own pocket so they could go buy another house. For some reason that goes under the radar. I saw a thing the other day where there's this wax that they're putting around organic fruit and vegetables to make it last longer, and they actually have 70% of it is just on the label as other stuff. It's like, when did that become legal? You can do that, like all of that shit. You know, it's a bunch of carcinogens, and kids are going to eat them. That's okay, but like if you do the wrong joke, you could lose your career. I just feel like this is a long way of saying like, yeah, I wouldn't doubt somebody saying. I don't think
This is too much to put on a picket sign. You realize that? Huh? This is too much to put on a picket sign.
Yeah, I mean that's why I don't write them.
But I think the point that I was making is what I find fascinating about you is I think you're a brilliant comic, and I think you're a really smart guy. But I've never seen. I don't know you that well, but I don't know anybody as well as I know you to have achieved and so many different dreams as being, a pilot. You're a helicopter pilot, and now you're maybe going to tow helicopters around. I don't know what you're going to do, but not like your truck.
I want to buy busted ones. Tow them to a buddy of mine. He repairs them, and then we flip them, and then it doesn't cost me as much to fly.
He flies helicopters, and he wants to be the AAA of the helicopter world.
You're going to tow them, fix them up, and sell them?
And he's going to write off his truck. I told him he has a truck like I have a truck, and we love our trucks. Our trucks are great. And
I know, you're obsessed with your truck.
I am.
He's really bad at his
It's the greatest thing ever.
I backed it into her car and folded it in half.
Oh, starting to see why you're jaded.
But now I have a tow. I can tow it to the body shop and get it fixed. But what I'm trying to get to is that these. I'm probably taking out all the fat of these stories, but you were 20 years. You have this incredibly, what you would probably consider in the moment, a devastating, career-ending possible show, which catapults you to the next level. Cut to, you're playing fucking Fenway Park, the Green Monster. He is a child of Massachusetts. That's where he's from. Talk about a hometown hero closing scene of a movie. 35,000 people show up to see this kid, this blue-collar kid who,
I wasn't blue collar. My parents were white collar. They were just bad with money, so we grew up in a blue collar neighborhood.
Okay,
my dad was a dentist. My mother was a nurse.
Didn't know that. You come off very blue collar. You know that.
Well, yeah. Well, we kind of
I don't know.
Well, listen, but I was, just because you have two smart parents doesn't mean you're going to be smart. So I did horrible in school, so I had all blue collar jobs.
Right, he was a forklift driver. That's what.
But just because you do horrible in school, it doesn't mean you're not smart. I think some of the smartest people I know don't necessarily do well in school.
But sometimes,
thank you,
You're welcome.
Thank you,
I'm
Terry.
Jackie.
But sometimes you do bad in school, and it is because you're dumb. So there's a little bit of truth there. So I did I did all of those jobs. I liked those jobs because they had something that when I was searching what I wanted to do, was what I liked about blue collar jobs was there was a freedom in it. As far as like you didn't have to go like to the same fucking office every day. Like if you were landscaping, which was a brutal job, but it was a different house every day, different scenery.
Those the moments, glass is half full.
Yeah, when you were in like the truck or whatever, just that moment when you're driving, you're not at work and you're just bullshitting and you're talking and you're having a good time and you can curse and all of this stuff. There was a freedom to it. I didn't have some boss breathing down my neck because I had a couple of those desk jobs. And I'm like, these fucking guys looking over my shoulder. It's like, I heard what you said. I'm going to do it. Fuck off, So
you didn't have a customer looking over your shoulder going, these fucking weeds. You were supposed to pull these weeds. No?
No, I had a couple bad ones like that. When I was doing window washing, I remember that. I just remember this woman, like she had, like we were just washing the windows. She had paint on her fucking window. We didn't say we were gonna get the paint off, right? She just kept sending us up the ladder, and every time we would start to be like, lady, we got paper towels and like, cause my buddy's business, we were like, 19, 20. We had paper towels and like squeegee bottles, right? And every time we would try to debate with her, she'd just go, huh? I still remember it. And I was like, I am gonna fucking grab you by your old fucking neck, and
You're not supposed to kill customers. Anyway, the point is
You're right.
that you were that kid in Massachusetts who was trying to get the fucking paint off the window, who's trying to get the weeds off the lawn, and now you're at Fenway Park, the Green Monster. You're a baseball fan. Are you not a baseball fan?
Yes.
Yes. So I would imagine as a kid you went to ball games there, and like this is like America's pastime. Just a kid from Boston in this. I think it's the Coliseum of America. You know, in the and now
you know
you're.
What's funny about that gig is the whole week leading up to it, I was back east and I was walking around Boston, which I love doing. I just, whenever I go back there, I just walk around. All these, places, all these great memories, and stuff that's changed. And I just, I'd run into people, but hey man, good luck. So I kind of felt like, people were behind me, which I really needed psychologically. I went out.
Like you were the Red Sox.
I went out with like Tony V, and we just had the best time, magical night, smoking cigars up in right field as people were walking out waving. We couldn't believe that it happened. And my agent booked me in Toronto the very next day. Like, I didn't even get the chance to take it in. Like, literally, like, not even 12 hours later, it's just like, please remove all your laptops out of your bags. And no liquids, no laptops. And then I was just on to Toronto. So I actually talked to him about that recently. We had a good laugh about that. And he's just I just want to,
keep it going.
Maximize your time out there. I go, well, you doing that, or are we paying for your beach house? What's going on here? But I love my agent.
Well, your agent, if you go to...
if I really felt that shit, I wouldn't be with him, but I love him. But
who's your agent?
I don't want to say his name.
Don't say his name because people will book you.
Yeah.
But if you go to, I think it's billboard.com, is that your website for your tickets? I like that you can follow your tour. And your tour is consistently, arenas now. You're an arena act. You're an international, and there's a separate, you have a separate...
I have an outfit change. I change outfits in the middle of it.
You're like Cher.
Different. Well, each joke, each song is a different outfit. Each joke's a different outfit, different sparkly scarf.
Yeah.
A sparkly scarf.
Sparkly scarf.
That is the Bill Burr and sparkly scarf in one sentence, in one thing. Have you ever worn it? You
I
do?
can see it, yeah. Yeah, you look like a sparkly scarf
I would
kind
do
of
it.
guy.
You would wear a sparkly scarf.
Yeah, there's a big part of me people don't understand.
They don't get you.
Yeah, that I am really silly. People think I'm just this angry lunatic, but like, yeah, I wouldn't. That's why I love acting. Is you just get to all of that stuff you get to do is just
get you one step closer to that sparkly
scarf. Yeah, why not? And then wear it and just watch you guys sit there uncomfortably and not change my demeanor, but yet have it on. Just have it on.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. I did. I got thrown off a show. I got thrown off of a show. I think it was for Apple or I don't know what it was. It was a digital show, and I thought it was funny. They every time they broke, they had this really manic makeup person that would come and powder. Just powder. Just wait, ready to go? We're rolling? No. And she would run in and powder. So I took they had a spray bottle in the back, and I sprayed myself, just fucking dripping, and soaked the front of my shirt. And I sat down to do the interview, and they went, "Hold!" He's sweating. I go, "No, I don't like to be touched." And I was doing the whole interview. I have a picture of myself, which maybe you can put up, but I'm just soaked, and the interviewer couldn't concentrate. People, it's just. But I love.
And they never said anything. That's fantastic.
I feel like that's your favorite sense of humor.
My favorite sense of humor is not.
He's gone on like talk shows with wigs, but like tells everyone like do not even talk about it.
I did a Jimmy Kimmel once with a wig, and I told through my publicist that Jimmy can't mention it, the segment producer can't mention it, nobody, so that they would think that all of a sudden I'm wearing a hairpiece and I just don't want it mentioned, and and it just went by. You could find me on Jimmy Kimmel with wearing a hairpiece, and for me it's
I can't commit to. I get to the point the tension's too much, and I have to let people in on the joke.
Really?
Why?
Next talk show, you got to have a sparkly scarf, and not say
You don't ever just do jokes for you, like you're the only one in on the joke.
Yeah, but then I let people in to let them know.
So then you're not the only one in on the joke.
That's the problem my wife has with me, because she'll go like, "Who's the joke for?" And I always say, "For me." And you know that adage.
No, sometimes I will say something to my wife joking, and then 6 months later she'll be like, "You said that really hurt my feelings." I go, "Oh, that was a joke," and she goes, "You didn't tell me that," because I have like a real matter of fact delivery sometimes.
You do.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like. I'm joking, and sometimes I'm making the joke because I'm actually thinking of something else, so I just say something ridiculous, I don't know.
I love, for me, I was saying there's an adage, if you can make one person laugh, you're doing your job. For me, honestly, it is just me. If I can make myself laugh, I'm happy. If nobody in the room is laughing, if it's quiet.
You know what some woman said to me?
No.
I was at this thing, this event, right? And I was sitting there, and a couple people, and there was this beautiful woman. They were like these little, it was a Hollywood Bowl, these little box things, this beautiful woman. And like 2 or 3 people had come up to me and got like a picture. So she looked at me and she goes, she had this weird accent. She's just like, you know, why do people want to get a picture with you? Like, who are you, or whatever? And I forget what I said. I made a joke about myself, and I laughed. And she goes, "You amuse yourself." It was one of my favorite things this year that anybody said. I died laughing. I was just like, I do amuse myself. I say shit and I make myself laugh. But like, she didn't, whatever joke I made about myself, she didn't laugh at all, and
Which makes it better.
It was fantastic. It should have been like in a movie. Like, I felt like it was in like a spy movie, you know, where there's always the character that doesn't know he's hanging out with spies. Because she was beautiful and had the accent. She had like this spy vibe, and she just goes, "You amuse yourself."
I love that. So that's what I do. But your achievements, do you sit back ever and go, listen, I'm flying fucking helicopters. I'm not only going to fly them, but I'm going to pick them up, rebuild them, sell them.
That hasn't happened yet. Like this, it's a weird time.
But you fly helicopters.
Yes.
What hasn't happened?
I haven't been able to find one.
No, not that. That's not my point, to find one. My point is that you're in a helicopter. You fly helicopters. You're playing Fenway Park in front of 35,000 people. You have the ability to drum. You're meeting your heroes.
You can make a grilled cheese sandwich.
You're doing it all. You're doing it all.
But
You're
are.
illustrious.
People, you have to realize, because I'm so immersed in mental health that people look for every reason to be unhappy, and they look for every reason to explain what they haven't achieved and why, and if they just get this, they think they'll be happy. I feel like you check every fucking box you ever want to check, and we don't see people doing that. You don't never stand back and go, I got a fucking helicopter, I'm playing baseball arenas, I'm world renowned. There's one beautiful girl at the Hollywood Bowl that has no fucking idea who I am, but that's basically.
No, I'm actually a lot of people don't know who I am. It's cool. I can walk down the street and I can still do all of this stuff. No, I don't. I don't.
I'm directing movies that I'm not allowed to talk about.
No, I don't think about that stuff. I just think about. I think about doing the job. I enjoy it and all of that type of stuff. But I don't stand back and breathe my accomplishments in. I think that would be the end of like. And then I did like.
But you just that's.
But that's one of my. That is one of my favorite things though, is when like people do like those photos of themselves. They'll be like they'll be at an airport in front of a private jet with all this high-end luggage and all their cars. And the thing is, you can't ever look at the camera on that photo. You always have to be, you always got like just looking on to that next thing, man, and blah 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 blah. I had, the dreams I had when I started are not the dreams I have now. So that's another thing. Like things change. This shit that you think you want, and then you realize like, oh, is that what the sacrifice is? I don't want that. Or I thought I wanted that, now I'm doing it, I'm not into this shit, I'll do something else. So,
but that's part of the journey.
Right,
but you talked about
I'll tell you right now, the greatest thing, everything you just said there, none of that compares to swimming in the pool with my kids. My kids are 6 and 3. That is the greatest thing.
Oh, you gonna come up to me on you? I'm not doing my dad to what? If I let me like that, I'm not ever gonna see you again. I swear to God, if you ever come to my house, nigga, I'll call the police on you. Fuck you. Oh, really? You're going out of control. Nigga, I'm with you right now. You shut the fuck up. No. Oh, you gonna come up? Yeah. Man, I'm here now. Man, get up. You're assaulting me, man. Oh, I'm assaulting you? Yeah. I haven't been for fucking years. I'm assaulting you? I'm going over there. You're gonna be trouble. Fine, whatever. Oh, fuck you, Memo. Ma'am. I'm going over there. You're gonna be charged with assault. Fine, whatever. Oh.
All the fun things I've done as a dad, because my little one, like, so looks up to his sister that every time he comes up from under the water, he's like smiling to see where he's just like the pure joy of like a 3-year-old. I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. I don't want to do stand up anymore. I just want to. I mean, I'd run out of money, but I just want to stay home and hang out with these kids. So that's
beautiful.
That's everything you're saying. I find as the bigger this stuff got, the smaller I wanted my life to be. So I have a little back porch that I essentially live on. I read books out there. If it wasn't for the fucking weed whackers, it'd be a goddamn paradise. But every time I go to sit down out there, the second I open a book, I can think it's going. Somebody's got somebody working on it.
Well, there's a new routine. Does your comedy come out of frustration and anger? Is that the seed of a routine?
I think a lot of my earlier stuff, up until about 6 months ago, a lot of my earlier stuff did, and I think now it's, I don't know, it's a lot, I think it's a lot sillier. I don't know, people always,
But on your last special, which is Red Rocks, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, the brilliance of you kind of tackling the inanity. Will you Google it?
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
The infamous.
Well, it's just a name. Well, just you were talking about abortion, and the fact that you were able to straddle both sides with, I thought, the most brilliant take on it yet. Of whether it's alive, the baking.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
those are
fucking brilliant. But it's like, I always think that it's an incredible.
You knew where that came from?
Where?
Well, I would say from some of my therapy and mushroom trips that I've done. I would say that has to do with not getting affection growing up, so not wanting to receive it. So you sort of piss off both sides.
How you gonna celebrate
so you can stay in your comfort zone. All right, everybody's kind of like, yeah, I don't fucking like this guy. Fuck this guy. He's pro. What I'm not pro. Whatever. I kind of do. Maybe that's
you straddle both sides. You really straddle both sides. And
yeah, because you know why? I don't have any answers, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I'm so goddamn sick of one of the number one ways you know that you're a fucking idiot is that you think you know shit. That is just the number one thing. Like the confidence that mouth-breathing fucking morons have. The fucking confidence is astounding. It's it's limitless. Limitless. They'll criticize NASA.
Is it also
summer school
just
kids.
a safe way to write a joke because you're by pissing off both, you're not necessarily taking a single stance?
No, that's what people on either side are. You fucking centrist. Like the stupid schoolyard, and it's just like it's actually the opposite because now you kind of pissed off both sides, so nobody likes you, which is my favorite thing, is to do that, but then get them back. Because there was a thing when I was coming up, there was this whole, this badge of honor of comedy. He walked the room, man. There was 300 people in there, by the time we get off stage, you fucking treat. It's just like this. Once they leave,
meaning they stood up and left.
They left because they were so outraged or whatever. But it's like, Phil, once they leave, the fun's over. The fun is the way he does it. The way you got this thing. The way you do it is you fucking you
poke.
And you annoy and you fuck with people, and they feel like they should leave, but then you also have this, well, I don't want to miss something. Like, so it's this push-pull thing. If you just like straight up piss them off, and they just stand up and fucking walk out, once they're out the door, then you're left with everybody that agrees with you. Like, where's the fun?
Well, we all piss
then?
them off, but you want to piss them off with finesse. Right? You can't just piss somebody off. You want to entertain them, but they're going to walk out angry. But that was good.
But I trash Biden, right? I trash Biden, and then all the Trump people go nuts.
Right.
And then I always go, I'm not saying this in a pro-Trump way, and then I make fun of Donald Trump.
Right.
My favorite thing to do is make fun of, how he says he's a good businessman. You know what I mean? Every casino I've ever performed in, he's going bankrupt. He's literally in a casino town and he can't keep it profitable. So I just do that. I do that, and I come out of it, and I kind of like, I am not trying to do that. I'm not trying to be like divisive. I'm trying to get, hopefully
maybe bring us together by seeing the flaws on both sides.
Well, more have an hour where everybody's just sort of like just realizing everything is just kind of ridiculous. Like the whole thing's ridiculous. Nobody's really 100% right. Nobody's 100% wrong. It's all sort of fucking silly, and it's stupid, and it's designed to fail. That's
Our
kind of
world?
Yes.
Wow, that turned dark. We're designed to fail?
Yes, and I blame God. And a lot of people don't.
Do you believe in God? Are you religious?
I was, and then I wasn't, and now I am again.
What happened?
I got past organized religion. And I was like, this is always them trying to explain what they didn't understand. So they don't understand it. Just because they don't understand it or they use it in the wrong way doesn't mean that it's not there. So I'm trying to have my own
cult. Is that really a scratch on your forehead from a child, or is that a mark?
No, it was a ritual. No, I'm kind of just having my own. I'm just kind of having my own thing. All right, I whatever my idea of it isn't any better than your idea, isn't any more right or wrong, and
what's your idea? I want to hear your idea.
My idea? I just think that it's like the Earth is more like his just like sort of an artist, right? And then he just designed these things to fuck with each other for like his own entertainment. You know what I mean? Like
you think God is a comedian?
Though it's not always funny.
I don't
the
think
jokes
that
aren't always landing.
I don't think he cares. That's my thing. I don't think that he cares what happens to you. If he cared, he wouldn't make serial killers, which he does. He does make serial killers, and I'm sick of him pawning that off on the devil, because he also created the devil. That is also his creation. So shouldn't he just handle that? Like, why doesn't he just handle that shit? Why do we have to deal with it? Why is there this big fucking test? Well, it doesn't make any fucking sense. The whole thing is fucking stupid. The whole thing is fucking. If you just look at animals, what do animals do? Nothing. And then you look how some are just out there with teeth like mine, running next to these monsters, and they get ripped apart and eaten alive. And he made that too. So like he's not. I don't think he's like the most chill dude.
Right. You've become so spiritual since the last time we talked.
I don't think I was expecting that take.
But it's a beautiful take. You should open up the Church of Burr. The Church of Burr.
Yeah, I don't understand why he drops you in this cesspool and then shit happens to you, and then at the end of your life he's yelling at you like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? It was what you made. It was what the fuck you made, and I ran into all of those fucking assholes. I don't want to be like this. You think I want to be a fucking angry lunatic?
Well, I think, it's funny.
Maybe if you tried a little harder with some of the people in my life when you made them, you lazy cunt. Instead of fucking working 6 days and putting your feet up and that's it, and let the thing just go where it's gonna go. And then it's my responsibility. This little fucking speck on this fucking planet. Oh, fuck yourself.
Wow,
I'm not really saying it to him. I'm saying it to like all organized religions. I don't want to.
So you believe in a fucking cunt?
I believe that God is everything.
I'm with you.
And he's also a cunt.
Can we put that in the liner, in the thumbnail?
I don't know.
We found God. He's a cunt.
But I do believe that the only power that you do have is to try to be nice to people. That's really at the end of it. That's all you have.
That is a great ending to that rant.
Yeah,
God's a cunt, so be nice.
I don't have to go down to his level. This is where the ego comes in. I put myself above God, and then I start my cult.
But I think we're pretty similar in our beliefs. I've kind of moved away from organized religion. And because organized religion is disorganized, it's just this group of people. It's people. As soon as you get in organized religion, it's not about God. It's not about a power greater than us. It's about this building that they've built and the rules that they put in place so that you follow these buildings. And every building has different rules. But what we can all agree on is there is a power greater than what we can see and feel right now. I mean, and you just said it, you know, sitting on your back porch, looking at those beautiful creations in the pool. These were created from something bigger than we can even
100%.
we can even articulate. So I think the key to life, in my opinion, is to be nice, which is putting it very simply,
Which is considered weak. That's how fucked up we are.
Really? Was Mother Teresa weak?
I heard she was a cunt. I saw a funny T-shirt the other day that sounded like, remember the $10,000 pyramid where they would be giving out clues?
Yeah.
It said gods, guns, and guts, and it just felt like $10,000 pyramid. You know, with the clock ticking down.
Yeah, yeah.
Gods, guns, guts, and it's like the three things that ruin a peaceful society.
Right.
And now there's gonna be a bunch of gun nuts going like, "Oh, you remember World War II? I do. How did it start?"
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. But what I'm saying is we need to be there for other human beings, and we need to be nice, and we need to be fearful and respectful of a power greater than we can describe, and know that it's bigger than us.
I don't need that motivation. That's what always bugged me.
But you're saying, but you are,
and he's fucking mad at you.
I'm not saying it's a guy. As a Jew,
oh, it's
I'm not
100% a woman. It's 100% a woman
a
because God takes no responsibility for his actions. 100% female behavior.
I'll read the comments. But I
You know, I read an article with the Hollywood Reporter that you just want to be liked. Don't you get worried that these jokes or anything, you're not going to be
These are
liked?
jokes. These are his thoughts.
When the fuck did I say that?
You said that you want approval.
You did?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like you.
You said that you're
Is that
always
not
looking
true?
for approval.
Can I tell you
There's a
something?
misconception about you.
Can I actually?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to read what they said. But they
Okay.
talk to you for like an hour, and then they slam it into this, and they just, it's never really what you said. So I don't.
But the
I don't
truth, even without that article, to get up and to talk publicly, or to show up in a podcast, it's because we being people who have made this choice in life to.
No, mine was beyond that. After doing mushrooms, I realized the reason why I became a comedian it was the easiest way to go into a room full of strangers and get them to like me, so no one would hurt me.
So that is
that's the
approval.
answer.
That's being liked.
I think that becomes more. That's more of like end the abuse.
Were you bullied?
I was both. I bullied some kids and I was bullied. Like I had some fights or whatever. But like when I hit puberty late, so in junior high, I went from one of the tougher kids to not. All of a sudden being like 6 inches shorter than everybody else, and that sort of sits with you too. I think you just sort of see yourself as that for kind of the rest of your life. Like there's a lot of like truths, in your childhood that just sort of just latch on, whether they are or not. Like I remember one time I worked with this comedian, and just a fucking Adonis, 6'6", but he just had this like childlike thing about him, and when he would get mad, it reminded me of Dirty Dozen. Remember Posey, the giant fucking guy? Oh,
no,
it's a movie from 60 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
I remember the movie, but I don't remember Posey.
He got so mad. This guy was pushing him. He turned around, and he punched him in the jaw, and the guy's jaw went through his brain because he didn't. And now he was on death row. That was basic. So he had like this vibe about the guy, and I finally talked to him. As a tour, and it turned out he hit his growth spurt late, and he was bullied. And I was trying to wrap my head around it because he's like a former football player, 6'6", fucking gigantic, right? And then we were like later on in the tour, and I saw him writing, and this 6'6" guy was in the corner of this couch, curled up in like Indian style, And I literally saw that little kid, when he was writing the jokes. I'm like, that's how he sees himself. But it was kind of unsettling because I was like, he doesn't understand.
Do you believe it or not? Because you said it. Let me walk you through an example.
It's a yes or no question. Do you believe it or not? Do you believe it or not? Because you said it.
Let me walk you through an example.
It's a yes or no question. Do you believe it or not?
I believe the markets are rigged.
Okay, so there you go.
And I also think that you're a part of the rigging. So if we want to do this, let's do this.
I really do.
My question to Bill, if he's launching these accusations.
The immigration crisis in Europe is getting worse and worse. The Prime Minister of the Netherlands, Mark Rutte, resigned on 8 July 2023 after his latest coalition collapsed over migration.
Get the fuck away from me, you fucking nigger. Get the... Y'all really sitting here telling me that's not...
Look, you can't.
Naoya Inoue was considered the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world after his performance on Tuesday. Do you think you definitively put a stamp on you as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world after this performance?
Without a doubt. You got Errol Spence was ranked #4 in the pound-for-pound. And you got Terrence Crawford that was ranked #1. You got two fighters that's in the top 5 pound-for-pound ratings. How can they not be #1 pound-for-pound?
Naoya Inoue was considered the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world after his performance on Tuesday. Do you think you definitively put a stamp on you as the...
I don't mean to interrupt your interview, but free I'll tell you, man. Excuse me. Let me get my ID. Go that way. Nah, it's a free. I can walk this way. Fuck you talking about, fam? Anyway, so, I don't mean to interrupt your interview, but free I'll tell you, man.
Thank you so much for coming, guys.
No van a estar entrando y saliendo convoys a la ciudad de Monterrey. Aquí, ni abrazos, ni perdón. Se
What's
aplica
going
la
on?
ley y si se enfrentan los abatidos.
What's going on?
Punto. Lo que se debe hacer. Y ya no va a llegar el Black Hawk. ¿Y para qué nos sirve?
Black Hawk.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay.
Gang, you be tweaking, gang.
You real funny.
You be tweaking, gang. What you? Why is you looking at me like that? Why is you on beat?
Breaking news. France gearing up to do rescue mission for their spies, I mean citizens in Niger.
France plans to evacuate hundreds of French and European citizens from Niger over the next 24 hours. Its foreign ministry held a crisis meeting in Paris earlier to
Let's do it, bro.
That follows attacks on
Let's
the
do it, bro.
army and the closure of Niger's borders after President Mohamed Bazoum was deposed last week. The leaders of neighboring Burkina Faso and Mali have warned that any military intervention would be considered a declaration of war against them too. Victoria Gatenby reports.
They're working around the clock at the Foreign Ministry in Paris. Diplomats preparing to evacuate French citizens from Niger after President Mohamed Bazoum was deposed last week.
We refuse to apply these illegal, illegitimate, and inhumane sanctions.
Let's get it. I know little Kenny.
It's in.
I would much rather have an ugly.
Hey yo, I heard. Wait, is the Rice come on right now? Hold on. What you doing, Rice? Damn.
Hey guys, I'll gamble a bit and then I'll give away. What gameplay you guys gotta let me know which.
Cabo.
Oh my, gigan y'all.
My boy in Cabo, bro.
And both sides. Oh god. Have you guys played Crash? Play Crash, I think. Dude, oh yeah, chat. There's no weed in. Oh, I mean, I'm sure there is weed. Hold on, let me check my audio. I'm sure there is weed out here. I just don't have the plug. Does anyone have the plug? So like I think you put in like $10 and then it's just like a hit or miss. So if I had $10 here, it would have turned to $60 or 70. So
Cabo St.
well, I gotta wait because it just went hella high. So I'll do the next one. Only yes, guys. Gamble or responsibility? Yes. No, yeah, I do want to do blackjack and all that shit.
Cabo, get a Cabo.
Wait, is she in here? Oh, here we see. Bro having withdrawals. Yeah, so wait, is she in here? Wait, I could have sworn I just saw her face. Damn, and this one went crazy again.
Yo,
I
buddy,
usually it's like
chill out, bro.
One is bad, yo. I'm trying to predict the fucking. I'm trying to predict
Cabo
that shit.
on our
Homie said
side,
Allie
my
got the
boy.
party. Yo, ask her if she really do. Nah, I was kidding. Don't ask, bro. Alright, here, let's try. Guys, I'm terrified. $100. Damn, so look, like 100 turned to like 140. Nah, bro, I'm low-key cashing out right now, chat. Nah, I low-key did some pussy shit. My posture is so bad, don't even tell me. Mexico got lace drugs, even better. Homie said gamble plus cause. Yeah, I do have my phone link, so we can do it. Yo, I be cashing out $50. No, chat, I'm up right now. Chat, look, I'm up right now. Like, let's go.
Right now.
I'm up right now, bro.
I'm up right now.
Type shit. Nah, but yeah, no, that's gonna be a problem. I might be live all night. Get a chiropractor? I know, dude. My Discord is fucking. There was a thing in my Discord where he like got hit in the back of the neck or some shit like that. I don't know. I need to do that. You're kind of ugly, but you're all that's left. What the fuck? Wait, did the girl ask him or did the guy ask him? Nah, it's true. Like, she is kind of. Nah, I was kidding. And she look like Will Vicky and shit. Let's check out these people.
Brown or Mary Sadie Sink.
Who? Who? Alright, guys. No, guys. I'm actually terrified. Like, I don't want to lose. Yo, you guys saw me. Yo, I'm gonna ask a question. How much exactly did I spend the other day? I want to see who was here. Like, I did an IRL stream. I got the backpack. Ooh, I actually fixed the backpack, actually. It was, like, all fucked up. And I fixed the backpack. Get some drinks and get loose. I got some water here. I mean, I have this drink in the fucking... It's like a Mexican drink. I don't know what this is, chat, but... I'm turning into Aiden. Nah, dude. Aiden be just spinning that shit. Nah. I actually can't lose this because I'm trying to cash it out. And yeah, 11 or something like that, right? 11.2 actually? Bag fixed. Oh yeah, no, and I didn't even bring that backpack through Mexico because I just be terrified. Like, it's like a target on your back type shit. Like, you feel me? So it's like, I literally had a random backpack, black t-shirt. Like, I wasn't wearing any brands. Yo, I remember mines, bro. Yo, who was here back then type shit? I don't think y'all was here back then. How much do you have to bet to cash out? What do you mean? Get some. Rana said she's going to call. Wait, is she actually in the chat? How come I haven't seen her? Wait, Rana, type in the chat so I can see if you're in here. She really RGS if she's getting notifications and shit, tapping in hella early and shit. Oh, hold on, I gotta fix this. No, but guys, I'm not sure if I'll do it today, but tomorrow I'll literally jump in the pool on stream type shit. I have a thing where I can switch and then hold it. You saw her type? Yeah, you saw that. You lost all your money. Mines don't do it. I know, it was a long time ago, but here, I'm gonna start like with 100. Like 3 mines? Yo guys, I'm a safe gambler. I'm not like Aiden. Ooh, it's so satisfying. Bro, I'm gonna start raging on stream, honestly. Here, we'll try that again. Bro, we're under, bro. No, guys, trust the process. Trust the process. Is it sponsored money or my money? So I'm sponsored to stream, but I'm putting in bread, so I actually don't want to lose it. And I can't just call and be like, yo, send me more and shit. Like, I put in 20. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna put in 20. Like, I'm here for 5 days, so hopefully we do 20 a day or something. But like, bro, no one wants to lose this shit, bro. Like, real shit. Like, it actually it matters. I know some streams be doing like 10K rolls and shit, but like, it's different, chat. Like, It actually matters. Hold on, I gotta make back what I like. Corners? Bro, y'all was right. Y'all was right about this game.
Yo.
No, wait, yo, do you guys have an echo? Do you guys have an echo? Yeah, I put 20 bands in, so we just don't want to lose it, chat. You are so ass at this. I'm just clicking buttons, boy. You act like it's fucking Valorant where I need like a reaction time or something like that. Line down in the middle. Alright, yo, K-Dot is giving me strats and shit. I saw that. He said, I don't know if I see it. He said line down the middle, alright? Here we go. Line down the middle. Thank you, sir. I'm almost back at where I started it. I was gonna cash out quick. L Gambler? I'm just not good. Now guys, I was low-key playing Roblox and all that shit, like zombies and shit. Like, this is a change of pace, bro. And I actually trying to run this bitch up, like real shit. Nah, I gotta tap out. Guys, I'm just a novice, guys. I'm just starting out. Wait, is she really in here? Bro, I have yet to see her type. I have yet to see her type. Yo, and just keep typing around. I'll low-key make you a mod, because I don't know why everyone likes you. Although you like lied to us and shit, bro. You said that you was a virgin. You wasn't. You let that dude hit. Go to blackjack. Alright, chat's feeding for blackjack. And these are like real people, right? Like the real people that are doing it. Which one do I do? Speed? Ooh, you guys know I don't like that delay. I like that 2x. She's tight. Okay. Now I see it. You really be watching my shit? You be confusing me, Rana. You confusing as fuck. Pick a nickname. Yo, she confusing as fuck. I'm gonna tell y'all why, bro. I met her. She was curving me. Then randomly she starts acting nice, right? Then she starts acting super nice. I start like flirting back. I start catching feelings. And then she's out here with some other dude. And then I'm like, alright, well bet then you don't fuck with me. And so I popped her in game. And then now she's back in my chat. Like, you confusing, bro. Like, do you fuck with me or not? This shit is confusing, bro. Like, I can't even explain. It already exists. Yo, if that exists, yo, who he look like? He looked like that Nick Cleveland guy. I don't know if y'all know who that is. 100 smackaroos. Wait, I can't even sit down. It's like full. You guys, yo, dudes is doing $5 and $10 and shit. Bro, how do people gamble 1,000 a hand? They're crazy. They're crazy. Like, these guys are just, you know, casually chilling. $5, $10 type shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, I gotta join another one. Oh, he's leaving. Fly Yat. It's that Fly Yat. Bro, you hella confusing and shit, bro. I don't really fuck with that, bro. You hella confusing. VIP. Oh, I see. He licking his lips. Looks like LeBron. What? Yo, Kayleen is single. Who's that? Yo, he bored as hell. Like, ain't no one even sitting here with him. He just there ain't doing shit. Well, here, let's talk to him. Hey, should I play? Alright, here, let's see if he's like, come sit down. Like, I want him to invite me in. What? He don't even care. Homie said, it's up to you type shit. Fuck you, dog. Alright, here we go. $100. Yo, homie said NPC. He's on it. Yes. Thank you for the 100. Homie said, bro, reading chat like you. Bro, is this real? I don't even think unmute him. I did. I did unmute him, but I didn't hear him. Yo, someone said and the cards are green screen type shit. I don't think I hit this, right, chat? I mean, I think I do because it's a 7, but I'm at 16, so I'm gonna just play scary and hope he does. Nah, he's gonna have a 10. Typical dude with the V hairline. Like, his hairline isn't straight, it's like a V. Of course it's a 10, bro. I already know. Oh, it's an ace. Of course. Let me say play 3 hands at once.
No.
Guys, we're off to a bad start, bro. Honestly. We are off to a bad start. No, but guys, check the link in description. Everyone make an account right now. Make sure your audio is selected on your speaker, not the mic. What do you mean? Wait, how come he's not talking? Oh, my posture. We gotta sit back up. Guys, I don't know how. Oh, wait, it's Aiden Ross hairline. Wait, his shit look like that? His shit look like that? Oh, he said Vegeta hairline. Bro, Chad is cooking, not even, you know what I mean? Oh my god. Bro said call admin. Oh my god. Alright, that was actually good, but you know, I think he has 2 10s is what is what I'm thinking. Oh, we tied it. Play 3 hands, that's the strat. Alright, man, I got some fucking professional gamblers in here, and if you guys learned gambling from Aiden, like, bro is like, I'm pretty sure his all-time is, like, his all-time earnings is negative or some shit. I mean, I might not be right on that, but I literally witnessed him lost, like 300K once. Hold on, let's see this. Alright. No, you're right, bro. 3 hands is the strat. Y'all know the strategy. Ooh, y'all know the strategy, bro. Y'all know the strategy. A Vegeta hairline ass boy.
A Vegeta hairline boy.
Right. I'm gonna bet 300 and win 400, right? Forgot how this works. Right, let's see. Of course he's gonna get an 8. Oh no. I think we're chilling. Yes! Is that good? How do I see my total? 18, 9. Alright, dude, guys, I just want to be above. Like, I just really want to be above water, bro. I start going down to 15K and stuff, I'm gonna start sweating. Oh, I said don't forget to put side bets. How does that work? Damn, I'm low-key doing good right now. Like, I'm getting blessed. Oh, I just put stand. I was supposed to hit that. I was supposed to hit that, like the GTA menu. Yo, chat kept telling me to use that menu on bro. Nah, I was supposed to hit that. Homie said unmute site. Yeah, why can't I hear bro? I'm like trying to. But if I won 200 but bet 300, do I even win anything? Wait, guys, I want audio. I want to interact with Big Bro here.
Yes.
Grips dies. Use the menu on runner, bro. She's confusing, bro. One day she like me, one day she don't like me, and shit don't make any sense. Click audio next to the Wi-Fi stick. I could have sworn I did. Hold on. Yo, should I play? Bro, I can't hear him. Read chat like a Twitch streamer type shit. Bro, I can't hear him. I don't know why. Unc already negative. No, guys, it's okay. But I don't know why I can't hear him. I want like a more interactive experience. You feel me? On your taskbar.
Oh, taskbar looking at boy.
One sec, it broke this meta. Bro's bored. Nah, he's just not even reading my fucking shit. Yo, could you guys hear my mouse clicking? Bro, I can't hear him. I don't think I have him muted. Wait, what the hell? Wait, if I go on YouTube right now.
Bro, wait, hold on.
Yo guys, this is a brand new computer, so ignore this. Actually, they knew I wanted some music. Wait, what the hell happened to my audio? Guys. Bro, what the hell happened? Wait, wasn't I just clicking like sounds on the fucking mines? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? You gifted me 100 in the old cobblestone with Aiden and blanks. Yeah. Chat, am I tripping? I literally just heard mines like 2 seconds ago. I'm so confused. This is low-key fucking me up, ain't gonna lie.
Whoa!
And now the audio wanna work? Down bottom right. Wait, I'm confused. Like something's not adding up. Yo, what is this MP? Yo, this normie ass music playlist. Homie said zesty voice. Alright, I guess it's working now. Man, I'm not down that much. It's just a few hundred. Here we go.
Cash out, cash out.
I'm gonna make it back. I actually haven't played this in so long. This one's actually fun. I'm gonna do diagonal. Actually, no. I got scared. Yo, I'm about to be right back to where I was, you know? Just like that. Just like that, and we're back. No, guys, I'm actually trying hard. Like, I guess it's very easy to just click, and then just run it. You know what I mean? Like, lose all your bread. Like, nah, I'm actually try hard. We're trying, yeah. Pho show. I don't know if you guys know, but it's like I'm viet and shit, and pho is like Asian food and shit. So, I don't know. I've never seen this.
Back, bro.
It's low key. I don't know what's happening. We back. We back. Now go to tables and see if you can hear them. Yeah, no, guys, I hate these slots. Honestly, it's just you have to spend them so much. Riz up the woman. All right, let me see. Am I ADHD already hit it? That gotta be racist. We up. Now, yo, people are saying bad stuff about slots, but fucking that candy thing, and then when Banksy was playing back then, he made us like hella on slots. Yes! I knew I was glitching. Yo, he looked like a Mr. Beast from another universe. Mr. Beast head ass boy. Hold on. I saw a thing on him where he was suing where he was suing his like his thing. I'm gonna say doghouse.
15 stands, 9 on box number 3.
Slots went dummy back in the day. James, you really day one that shit. Mr. Weast. Why touching the cars like that? Nah, he has an accent.
12.
You look like Mr. Beast.
Handbox number 5. Back in the next round. Thank you for playing.
No.
He's suing the company? Yeah, because I low-key ate that shit and I was not having it.
Welcome, Eugen.
He doesn't even read my shit. Alright, here, let's do 100. Oh. I missed it. I actually missed it on accident. Russian God. How long you in Kabul? For a couple of days, but guys, I literally just flew in. I came here, I set up my setup, right? And then I just went live, so I'm pretty exhausted. Dude, he's kind of loud, actually. No, guys, I do want to do some IRL shit. I want to show you guys around where I'm staying. It's so nice. I see a lot of content ideas. Yeah.
5.
Game pause, dude. Activity, bro. I was in here, bro. I gotta refresh. Mr. Beast, brother type shit. You, Banks, and Aiden were holding hands. Those are the good days, bro. Do you guys use my code? Guys, click the link in my bio. Guys, I'm going to give out a code where everyone gets some money and then you guys can gamble with that and shit like that, you know? Wait, why is it not letting me? Alright, hold on. How about do 3 chairs, how you guys told me? I guess that's the strat. You can do room service too. Yeah, I low-key just ate before I went live, but I'm going to eat later. You gambling on stream? So I got calls ready, and I have hella clips I want to go through. I just wanted, you know what I mean? I'm kind of itching. I just wanted to see it. I could download GTA 2 in the future, so I will see. Yo, Klaus, thank you. Wait, Klaus, are you a mod? Yeah, bro. Just keep spamming that in the chat. Facts.
Back in the next round. Thank you for playing.
You need an empty table? Nah, it's fine. Here we go.
Let's open.
Hold on, I want to do this one too. Alright, fuck it. 400. Oh, you guys can't even see like my balance underneath. Hold on, maybe I should change my face cam. I want us to be on the same page. You guys can see my balance right here. We go see if we can go turn it up type shit. Ooh, those aren't bad.
Let's see. Box number 1 stand on
I was happy
18.
as
Box
hell.
number 3 hit on
Did that scare you
10,
guys?
16.
I'm sorry.
What about now?
It's this wooden chair. And look at my chair. It has like no backrest. So you guys know
16
my neck
stand
is
9.
about to
What
hurt
is your
after the
choice? Hit on 9, 17. What about now? 17 stand, 6, 16. What's your choice?
I'm handing this. Come on, Mr. Beast. Come on, Beast.
Hit on 6, 16.
Fuck, Beast
about
Burger.
now?
What the fuck? Ooh, who that? Who that? Dude, he got COVID.
Apologies.
Here we go. Please,
Hit
Beast
on
Burger.
14.
Yes, Beast Burger.
19. What about now?
Oh, well, homie said double
90
my
stands,
second hand.
18. What is your choice?
Alright, chat. And we're looking good. Bro's
All
posture is
stands,
about to
dealer
suffer.
shows.
What?
19. We have a push on the table on box number 5. Good luck in the next round. Thank you for playing.
I don't fuck with Mr. Beast. Alright, hold on. Yo, guys, I can't even do 2 seats. It doesn't let you do 3 seats. Oh, it's like a 2-seat max type shit. Alright, let's try this again. Straighten your back. Homie said Chris in the back. Yo, chat got jokes. Chat got jokes.
And no more bets. Good luck.
Homie said call hookers and gamble. You just want to be a DJ. Yo, that Punani
3
girl.
of diamonds for the dealer.
Ooh, don't you double this chat with like, you know, I've
13,
been seeing
what is
how
your
people
choice?
play and shit. I believe you doubled this. I guess we will see.
13 stands and 10. What's your choice?
Double. What are you smiling
Double down on
about?
7. What about 15? 17. What is your choice?
Alright, let's see. Talk to him, bro. Bro, I literally said you look like Mr. Beast. Alright, let's see.
17 stands. Dealer shows.
How is your day going?
7.
He's gonna get a 10.
And
Of course he
17
is.
for the dealer. We have a push on the table on box number 6.
My
Good luck in
heart.
the next round. Thank you
My
for playing.
heart right now, yo. My heart, bro. My heart. My heart, bro. I don't even care about how your day is going.
What? My day
Bro.
was good. How about your day?
Yo, I'm gonna use that depressed wrist.
No more bets. Good luck. 5 of diamonds for the dealer.
Alright.
17. What's your
This is a win. I
Why?
need this win.
17 stands. 19. All stands dealer shows. 6, 16.
Yes.
17 for
What
the dealer. We have a
the-
push on the table on box number 5.
I don't even think I
and
win
winner on
anything.
box number 6. My compliments to you.
Alright,
Good luck
let's
in the
keep
next
going.
round. Thank you for playing. Let's head open.
Did he even read what I said? You're in a call while you gamble. Nah, that's the idea, but hold on. I want it. Oh, he asked why? It's because of his accent. I can't even hear what he's saying.
No more bets. Good luck. Thank you. 4 of diamonds for the dealer.
Chavezine, I don't really have a playlist, my guy.
11.
Don't I double
Alright,
this?
ooh,
Alright,
what's your
chat, I
choice?
cannot go down this low, bro. Yo, why is he laughing at me? What the hell? What the
Double
hell?
down on 11. 1 card only 16. 14.
Wait, why is he
What's your
laughing
choice?
at me? Yo, that's mad disrespectful.
To ask her decision.
He's like an
14
Asian
stands dealer
Mr.
shows.
Beast. Bro, of course he gets 14,
14.
and watch him get something, bro.
Yes!
Yes!
For the dealer.
Yo, that was actually a big one.
Back in the
Wow.
next round. Thank you for playing.
I actually got the adrenaline rush from this one. Wow. Alright,
Let's
cool.
hope.
Actually,
No,
what are you laughing at?
not now.
Hold on. What you laughing at, boy? Oh crap, I didn't even go. What is he laughing at? Now you're trying to keep a straight face. What's so funny?
Let me
Oh,
join
you
the
can hear me?
break.
You can hear me?
I'm a little bit tired.
He's tired, so he's hallucinating from being tired. Can he hear you?
And no more bets. Good luck. 6 of hearts for the dealer.
Ooh.
Blackjack.
Ooh.
Box number 6 special
Thank you,
compliments
Mr.
to you.
Face.
Box number 4 you have 717. 1, 2, 3.
Bro can't stop graphic.
Keep on 717. 30.
He
What
got
about
the
now?
giggles from the weed or some shit. RGS, I fuck with y'all, man. Nah, I don't think he can hear me.
13 stands.
I fuck with
15.
y'all, chat.
Try to do. More stands dealer shows.
16.
16 and
And he's gonna bust. Of course he doesn't bust.
Special compliments for your amazing blackjack. Box number 6.
Next game, guys. Blackjack is cool or whatever. Wait, I remember. You guys still remember like the crazy time and all that other shit? You guys just want to try other shit? Here, just type what you guys want me to try. I'm gonna just keep jumping around. Punani got him fried, bro. Quit bringing that girl up, bro. He can see you because your camera is on. If you can talk to him, then you can press the headphone next to the logo. Yo, Squinty, bro, you just making shit up. Yo, wait, do you guys know that conspiracy where like if you're on your phone, like the FBI can look through your camera? Like, you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, they can see you at all times and they can hear you. And so I don't know if you ever use like your phone on the bathroom, but like the other day I was using like the phone on the bathroom, like I was taking a shit or whatever, and then like I was like about to wipe, so I set my phone on the ground and the camera is like pointed up, bro, and I swear whoever's spying on me got the craziest angle of like my underneath my like nuts type shit. I don't know. Roulette.
How to escape the heat if you don't have an air conditioner. This only takes 5 minutes.
You getting rinsed? Not really, bro. I'm like down 100. I keep going up and down. I think we gotta do like a big boy spin. All right, yo, chat wants Doghouse. Cause of last year or some shit. Oh no, some people are saying Hotbox and shit. All right, here we'll try one. Which one do you do? The mega way or just the regular Doghouse? Here, and we'll do what? Dude, I remember all these guys. I remember this Keemstar looking motherfucker. I remember this dog. No, Buffalo. I remember this shit. This shit low-key fun. Alright, here, let's try Doghouse, because we're all dogs. They clipped this shit and posted it. What do you mean? I was watching. You reacting to clips? Yeah, I should, honestly. But we should catch up. Sorry, I'm just kind of antsy to play this shit. This shit seems fun. Wait, how do we do this, guys? I'm scared. Wait, how do we do this again? A little bit. $20? Increase bet. I know, but I just don't want to lose. I'm like scared to lose. Lower volume. Where is it? Cash out and buy 2 bananas with that bread. Bro, is it worth it? I'd be lasting like 5 minutes tops. This game got me geeked. Isn't there a way to do like a big spin? Like, you guys know what I'm talking about? Is it the other one? I gotta leave. I finna watch the rebroadcast. Alright, I'm finna give out some codes and shit. Someone changed the law back then so I can gamble in America again. Nah, if you want to, the Discord got you on how to gamble. Who is that? Nah, it was just the homie. He was helping me with the stream and set up shit. You know what I mean? Bro, y'all hella nosy. It's like when we call people and we're like, yo, is there someone in the background? Like hella pressing them and shit. Just how shit be. Dude, I remember there was like a button where like you do like a bonus roll or something. You guys know what I'm talking about? Oh, isn't it this one?
Dude, what the?
Let's see. Fireworks. Slot buy-in. Is it this one? Yeah, this one, right? Buy free spin. Like, don't I go up to like, bro? Do I spend 1,000 on this? Wait, no. Don't you have to like, bro? We found out a strat like a long time ago. Wait, how do I go up? Yeah, guys, we found out a strat a long time ago where like you go. Wait, I can't. Alright, where you do a few normal spins and then you do like a big boy spin. Alright, so look. You just have to lose a few, like, you know what I mean? What does this mean? So watch. I'm gonna lose a few, and then I'm gonna try try that strap. Oh, it's a low. Yeah, why is the audio so low? High. I'm so sorry. Is it better? I'm sorry, yo. That shit was loud as fuck. I'm sorry. Guys, I'm a noob. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I'm on like 2 hours of sleep. Real shit. Cause like I just couldn't sleep last night. And you guys know I usually sleep in and shit, and I had to wake up and catch the flight. I flew in. I was figuring everything out, but I just need to wake the fuck up, honestly. Music sounds like Tom and Jerry. Bro, you are from the 1990s. Put on a headset. I'm dying here. Wait, is there an echo? Is there an echo to my thing? Is there an echo to my thing? I really hope not. There is. I don't even know how to fix it. I don't even, like, I'm gonna just move it closer to me. No, nah. Yo, cool, Vit, man. You hella committed and shit. Nah, and we'll do some calls in a bit. I just wanted to, you know, gamble and shit. Like, they wanted me, like, to gamble, so I wanted to just focus on it for a little bit. I've only been live for, like, an hour, so. I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out for y'all for coming through and shit. I hate how the mic is, like, all up in my face. Y'all can't even see my full face. It's blocking my face. Are you getting on a call with Aiden and Charleston White? Ooh, isn't there a clip about that? Alright, here, let's look at these clips. Mr. Beast is suing company responsible for because he's not happy, bro. He's like, I'm Mr. Beast. Everything about me is perfect, and these burgers are ass. I'm so glad I tried it before they closed it. I never got to try it like that. Make the hose gamble slime. Call Rana for good luck. Rana, should we RP on Discord? Only if you're down. Only if you're down. No echo, but the music.
Wait, that's her? Is that really her?
Music is ass. Monk should be on Kick gambling, guys. Kick, Rumble, it's all the same. It's just what you make of it. It's the same horizontal screen. You got. Monk should be on Kick ass. I'm so glad I tried it before they closed it. I never got to try it like that. Make the hose gamble slime. Call Rana for good luck. Rana, should we RP on Discord? Only if you're down. Only if you're down. No echo, but the music is ass. Monk should be on Kick gambling, guys. Kick, Rumble. Why does chat want her, bro? That shit don't make no sense. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna get. Don't make no. What are you talking about? I forgot. Charges against Donald Trump. Conspiracy to defraud the United States. Conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding. Obstruction of an attempt. I think, yo, he ain't do nothing wrong. Free Trump, free Andrew Tate, free Young Thug, free Gunna. I'm gonna call her on Discord. I could try. Bro, why does chat want her, bro? That shit don't make no sense. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna get her on Discord then, I guess. Dead. Bro, is this a real thing? I could have sworn she signed a Kick deal too, bro. She's getting every bag possible. Homeless man calling another homeless man broke ass. Getting fat shamed by Lisa is equivalent to this. Lizzo forced dancer to eat bananas from sex workers' vagina during Amsterdam trip. Bombshell lawsuit. That is crazy, bro. There was so much good media around Lizzo saying like, oh, she's so like such a good person and she's so positive and you know what I mean? Whole time she's fucking weird. Clicks dyed his hair.
Alright, I'm gonna call her tonight. Peace.